How do I record?
Yeah, no more green screen. I'm going to do what's really going on in my office.
That's what's really going on in your office. This sun baby.
How do I fucking record? It says recording up at the top. Does that mean that I'm recording?
Maybe. I don't know. Let me know when y'all are ready and we can...
I don't know how any of this works.
Well, I have to eat real quick for a couple minutes.
Okay.
I'll wolf it down.
Sure, no problem. Don't make yourself sick or anything. We'll just hang.
Jeff,
I'll make myself throw up too.
Click record at the bottom of the gray bar. If you hover at the task bar.
I'm going to take the shirt off too, because you guys are losers.
Yeah, you can take your bow tie off.
Oh, record on this computer. Got it.
It's because it's not full screen.
Now I am recording.
There we go.
Anyway, right? So I guess turn it off.
Yeah.
No, Alex, just bring the food in and we'll record you. It's like a mukbang. You know, you just eat all the wings and then we'll just post that.
I don't think you guys would like the noises.
ASMR.
Mess.
Now, does this game have combat in it? Is it?
No, okay, so it's not really supported. Combat is not the focus at all. So It does, but it's not the way that usually goes. The only kind of dice you're going to need are D6s, which reminds me I should pull up my dice roller.
Yeah.
I might also, while Alex is going and eating his food, I might go heat up some coffee because I just lived that. Oh, there they go.
Woohoo! Woo! And just playing with some things.
Yeah, so you can. It's not the focus and it's not the goal and it's not really, what's the word? Encouraged. But there are things like, let's say you and Alex's character wanted to compete for the master's attention in something. So like you're doing, I don't know, a rock, paper, scissors. One of you could like roll for your skill and the other one could roll athletics. And then that's considered combat.
Gotcha.
Even though it's not necessarily like fighting each other, anything that you're going against someone with would be combat.
Okay, so this is all like nonsense.
Oh yeah. No.
Okay.
It's completely nonsense.
I do warn you guys, I will win the master's favor.
Oh, Mr. Are you sure?
I will.
Are you sure starting from where you're starting?
Let me tell you, she's ready to roll. She's got the best shit. I really lucked out with some of these rolls. Amanda sucks. Amanda's character sucks ass, which is pretty great.
I can't wait to see how you play yours, Evan, because it is a whole mess in some ways.
She's perfect in every way.
All right. I'm gonna go heat up some coffee real quick. I will be right back, probably before
grab
Alex
another slice.
Anything? Everyone just takes a quick break.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Here, you can see what I do whenever I play D&D.
Huh?
Whenever I play.
Oh wait, did I leave makeup anyway?
Did you?
Online?
No, I think you're good.
No, it's just
you don't pay attention.
I do.
It's lip balm, so it's not like
also scrolling through Pinterest. This is what you want to look at? No. You're gonna look at this. Do you want me to send that to you?
Are we ready? Are we prepared?
I am now recording again.
Are we Gucci?
Oh.
Are we good to go?
I am now recording as well.
Alex, are you good?
I'm Alex.
Evan, Amanda, are you good? Jeffrey? Okay. Welcome to Maid RPG. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be over the top, most likely, or it's going to be super boring. There's no in between. The basic premise of this game is that each and every one of you are maids trying to win the master's favor. I'm going to turn off this fan. It's actually pretty loud. You're trying to win the master's favor. The specific scenario that we're going to be running today is that it is the master's birthday in a week. So all of you are trying to throw him a birthday party. You're trying to get him presents. You're trying to make him a cake. You're trying to make it great, just to really, make his time a great time. As far as general game mechanics go, I'm giving a really watered down version just so that we can get through this as a first time playing. It's just a quick little one shot. I sent you guys, let me open it up again, a basics sheet that literally looks like a chore sheet. How we're generally going to go through this is each day is morning and night. and you can do one action for that. So you can work, or you can do some other event that you want, the event being whatever you want. You could be like, I want to go talk to the master. That's an event. I want to find a birthday present. That's an event. I want to, do whatever you want. So I'm really leaning on that. The only thing that is pretty specific is once a day you do have to work. So working is something that I'm going to roll for. It can be anything from like waking up the master, having tea with everyone, all these different kinds of things. And work provides you opportunities to get favor being something that you really, really want. Let's see.
Does work apply to your secret job at all?
Let me take a look at it real quick because I know you have a secret job. Yeah. No, I think for that, I would consider it more of a flavor text thing. Like it's something that you do and that you can do, but it's not a requirement for you to do that as your work at some point.
So that would probably be for like a more long-term game, something that I would have to sneak in between work. And, okay.
Yeah, exactly. But for this, it's flavor text. It's however you want to do that. Okay. Favor is really important. Like I said, you want to try to have as much favor by the end of this as you can, but you can also use it like a currency. To remove stress so you don't have a stress explosion. You can raise some of your attributes. Like let's say making a skill check to sweep, and it's a very important sweeping for whatever reason, and you just don't think you're going to do it. You can use favor to add to that, or you can trigger a random event. Random events affect everyone in the house. I generally am going to be using a normal random events table. There are random events for aliens attacking and for tanks to come through the mansion. Yes. If we want to, we might do that on the last day. Generally, if things are going kind of like slow, I'll pull stuff like that in. But that's how we're going to do that. I'm also going to go over, because Evan asked this earlier, Alex, I don't think you were here. Combat is really not the focus of this game in the way that D&D combat is. Fighting people is not really supported. The game considers combat to be...
Well, I'm out, Alex.
I saw Alex's soul die a little bit.
Combat is generally like, let's say, Jeff and Alex, you are both on a date with the master for whatever reason. And
Alex's game.
You want to try and gain more favor. So Jeff would play his affection role, and I would walk y'all through that. And then Alex would play his cunning role to make Jeff look bad, right?
And I'll put my hand down his pants.
So that would be considered combat as far as the game is concerned. You're rolling against each other. And we'll get into the details of that.
He's very forward.
Yeah. As far as if you were to actually raise a blade or something to each other, it's not the 6 seconds thing. It's not you're rolling for damage. It's I roll my cunning to be faster than this person who's going to roll their affection to seduce me. It's one roll and then it's done.
Oh, I like that. So they're using whatever they're good at is what they use to fight. So if Alex has a naturally high athletics and he pulls out a sword and tries to kill Jeff, but Jeff is very cunning, Jeff can be like, I roll my cunning to dodge or whatever.
Exactly. But in that same thing, you have to justify it to me. So like, let's say there's an instance where Alex is like, I'm going to attack Jeff with this sword with my affection roll because his affection is the highest. No, that doesn't make any sense to me. Unless you can say, like, I'm using affection in this way, then I'm going to say, no, you have to roll something else. Do you guys have any questions so far?
I don't
about think so. Favor, about stress, about anything like that.
Stress is like our health, right?
Pretty much. So let me find where it is. Your spirit is generally considered your quote-unquote health, right? Okay. If your stress exceeds your spirit, you have a stress explosion. So, Amanda, let's say you have 5 spirit for whatever reason. It's a pretty low number. You fail at making an omelet, and your stress goes to 15. Whatever the discrepancy is there, in real-time minutes, like hour minutes, you have to go through your stress explosion. So for 10 real-time minutes, you have to do whatever it is your stress explosion is. And that incapacitates you. It can make you lose favor. It's like a mess, right? So that's that. do we have any other mechanic questions before we get into this? And like I said, you can ask as we go through how we're going to actually do rules and stuff, but those are just the basics.
Favors or what you do for the master?
Yeah, so favor is a stat. So let's say you make a really sick cake. Are you 0, really?
Yeah.
Give yourself 10, because if you hit 0, you're fired. So
how does that
I also had 0.
I already lost.
I also have 0.
I did the same thing. So.
Wait, so if I'm under 10, can I go to 10? Because I'm also...
So...
No. If Jeff's under 10 but isn't at 0, he has to stay at whatever.
I'll do it.
Jeff,
whatever.
What are you at 0 for? The spirit or favor?
You don't want 0 for either.
I'm at 4 favor and 20 spirit.
Put yourself at 10 favor just to start out. I'm not going to make you guys do this on your first time playing
this game.
We should all start at
change this. It would be 3 people fired instantly, and I'm in a coma.
Or we all start at 0, and every time we do something good, we get a point.
So
whoever has the most points.
I like starting at 1 because I have a feeling, I think Talia knows the game probably pretty well, and I would assume that we start at 10 because we're probably going to lose depending on what happens.
We're going to be the best.
So perhaps I have a feeling this is a game where you sort of need a buffer if I'm just guessing.
Should I boost my favor? It's at 6. Or keep it 6.
Everyone just start at 10. Just start at 10.
Can I add another 0?
No. So
I feel like I might blow through some of these.
You can get and lose it, right? So you obviously don't want to hit 0 because then you're fired. You want to have as much favor as you can, and then through events is how you get favor.
I'm going to get favor.
All right. If that's all that we have for right now,
is favor, the acquiring of favor or the losing of it, is that directly related to the affection stat or more related to your success with events?
It relates to your success with an event.
Cool. That's all right. Good. Because my affection sucks ass. So I just wanted to
No, you don't have to be affectionate. You don't have to be affectionate.
Cool. She is not.
Okay. Are you guys ready? I will introduce you to this wonderful, very small world. Our scene opens on a little walkway in kind of a busy town, spiraling up this small hill, and at the very top of this hill, there's a very unassuming house. A good size, not a manor, not ginormous, a little run down, surprisingly, not what you would expect. And as one would enter this house, they would see a lot of strange objects lying around. Beakers, very old tomes, floating eyeballs, the occasional robot just rolling around. It's very odd considering the current state of things. But despite this, the house seems to be in decent shape, as I said, and very homey. You have crystals floating about, but they don't seem to be sparking or letting off any fire. It seems comfortable. And it is in the parlor of this house that we come upon 4 maids standing and having a morning meeting. We are going to go around and introduce yourselves however you would like to do that, whatever order you would like to go in. If someone is feeling ballsy and would like to introduce their maid first, however they'd like to.
I can introduce my maid first. So, standing, I guess my height, she'd probably be like 5'3". Why not? Let's make her short. Her name is Hera. She has beige colored hair, pink eyes, and a golden maid's uniform. She is standing pretty proper, as she is looking around, but relaxed in her eyes. She, I don't know what the fuck she is most likely looking around for something to do, for something to clean, but also keeping an eye on the other maids as well, as they are my friends, but at the same time, they may not, know the master like I do, and they may not be as prepared to please him. So I'm ever keeping an eye out for things that they may do right or wrong.
Of course. Alex, I heard you peek up. Would you like to introduce your character next?
Yes, my character's name is Sparkles. He is 6'4", 285 pounds. He's dressed in your traditional French maid outfit. He looks exactly like Steven Seagal, but he's wearing red lipstick. He's trying to blend in with the rest of the maids. He's trying to make himself look like a female as best as he can.
Steven Seagal.
Is he Steven Seagal during or post action movie career?
Is he modern?
The heaviest
Steven
he's
Seagal?
ever been.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
So that's why he's been under the radar for the last couple of years.
Exactly.
He's being a maid.
Ponytail? Greasy ponytail?
Yes, greasy ponytail.
It's like a snail trail.
All right.
Clean shaven?
Are you clean
A
shaven?
little scruff.
That makes it worse for some reason.
He's looking at. Oh, do you mean did he have the goatee or
Yeah.
not? Oh, okay, yeah. He's looking at Steven Seagal.
Jeff, I saw you start to pipe up.
Oh, no. Okay. So my maid's name is Kyrie, and she is earnest and single-minded, and she tries her very best. Her uniform is metallic. She has blonde hair and red eyes. She also has a horrific existing injury, and she's covered with burn scars. I'm very sickly, and I wear glasses.
Oh, yeah,
It's just a mess, huh?
Freckles.
Oh, and I have cute little freckles.
Cute little freckles.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Is she okay?
You cannot fucking see.
No shit. Do you kick somebody out of a wheelchair and go, you really can't walk? Like, look, fuck, Evan, she's wearing glasses.
That is so fucked, hon. Oh my God. I'll give you one of my eyes.
They'll be able to make fake
Like
eyes in the
surgery or
future.
something.
Soon.
It's so hot in this office. Sorry.
Rico.
All right. Amanda, would you like to introduce your lovely maid?
Sure. So my name is Karen. And you see...
Can y'all hear that? Sorry, real quick.
You see, she would disagree with you. Right? She says she's middle-aged, but she's a little bit older. She's standing there very prompt and clean. She's wearing a white Lolita maid outfit. Her eyes are pink. It is very clearly contacts. They are not real. And her hair is very tacky red, like the gross wig yarn doll red.
Yeah.
Little Orphan Annie.
And she just
afro.
looks really tired and just sick. She has a sick mask on. She just looks real worn down.
Oh, God.
You're also sick.
I'm also sick.
We can bond over us being very sickly per the rules of this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad idea. So,
It's not a bad idea.
you maids have been living together in this house for a little bit of time now. You know, some of you have obviously been here longer than others. You all have, on the second floor of your house, your own rooms, a bathroom that you all have to share, for better or for worse. But despite this, the house is roomy, and the master has been very good to you. The one thing about the master is you have never seen him, ever. You know that his room is in the basement of the house, and that there's a really weird basement door in the kitchen that's always slightly cold and damp that leads there. He spends time with you guys through these floating eyeballs, through little pieces of parchment that will write on themselves, through these robots that will watch you and interact with you, but you haven't seen him yourself. Despite this, for whatever your reasons are that you're here, you are all here being maids for him and are in various levels of indebtedness. Evan, or Hera, correct? Hera,
Yeah.
you have been here the longest. You have known the master for a long time, and you know how to make sure that the house runs well, and you really do care about him in whatever way that may be. You were passing by a calendar this morning, and you were shocked that you didn't remember that the master's birthday was coming up. It was within a week, and you didn't expect anyone else to know because they're fairly new. But you should have known. What the fuck? Why didn't you even think about it?
This is unacceptable.
It's unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
You know that there's no use in throwing some kind of big party because you're not going to see him. It's just not going to happen. There's no reason to invite a bunch of people. But you are determined, at least for you four, to haul him out of that basement so that he can have a great day with you and the other maids, maybe.
Maybe. If they deserve it.
But that's why you've called this meeting this morning, is because you have realized that you need to prepare by the 7th day, either in the morning and the evening. Altogether, you have to have baked a cake, made or bought or acquired a present for the master, and have a party. The 7th day will be the party. The cake making is a cooperative thing. One person will use their skill roll on the 7th day to make the cake, but throughout the week you can do investigations to see what the master likes. You can watch cooking shows, you can practice things to all add on to how good the cake is at the very end. The presents are individual. I want you to make them something that is indicative of your character and what you think the master would like.
Right.
And then the birthday party itself will be its own set of events on the 7th day. Up until that point, like I said, you have to work once a day, and then the other half of the day you can do whatever you'd like.
Do I know anything about the master's interests other than what we have seen with magical items and eyeballs and robots?
I want you to roll cunning. Your cunning is 3, so you're going to roll 3d6s. And the number that you have to beat, let me see here.
I got a 6.
You did not beat the 11 that I was looking for.
Damn.
So you really, it's strange. Despite how long you've been there, he is very secretive. And like I said, you've spoken with him occasionally through these parchments or like a weird little, those denture chatterboxes with the feet?
Yes.
He'll use those sometimes to communicate, but you don't know him intimately in any fashion.
Is he a wizard?
He might be.
She's not the best maid. We have to be patient with Hera.
Excuse me? I am the best maid. All right. I have brought you here today to talk about the very important business of trying to throw the master's
birthday party, which is at the end of this week.
Oh, real quick, if y'all care, his name is Lord Budo.
Lord Budo?
Lord Budo.
That's the most important thing.
I don't know. You can call him the master, you can call him Lord Budo, I don't care.
Oh, no, I call him Lord Budo. What was your character's name, Jeff?
Kyrie.
Yes, Kyrie. It is Lord Budo's birthday, and it is Lord Budo's birthday in only 7 days. That means we only have 7 days to get together a party, to get together a cake, and to get together the best presents for Lord Budo. So what we need to do is try to organize this best of our ability.
Anybody hear that?
Does it
sound like small children?
No, it does.
Oh, because they're small children.
No, in game.
Well, it sounded like a cat.
Yeah.
So
has the master gotten any pets recently?
You're being ridiculous. What was your name again, Alex? Sparkles. Do you have any ideas for the master's birthday? Sparkles?
I don't know if he's playing along or not.
I'm getting some crazy lag.
Oh.
He's frozen. I thought Alex was just standing back.
Just not saying anything, completely straight face. Like.
Miles away, my dear.
All right. No, everyone was frozen, and I heard just robot voices for the content.
So Sparkle's eyes are just...
So please, what did you just ask me?
I turn to you and I go, do you have any ideas for what we should do to make Lord Budo's birthday perfect?
We need to celebrate it with him. We have never seen him or shared dinner with him, and it would be great to get him out of that basement for a chance of us to celebrate with him.
That's a really good idea. That's an excellent idea. Well, all right. I think that is fantastic. I'm glad I thought of it. And what do you think, Karen?
Well, I think whatever it is, it should be a nice, clean, orderly party. A very simple cake. Simple white cake. And, maybe it'll just have his name, Master Lord Bordeaux, on it.
Lord
Budo.
His name is Lord Budo, Karen.
Lord Gordo?
Conversation with you. All right.
Can I make the cake?
What?
I want to make the cake.
Do you think you can?
I was a chef before I was.
It's also a week from now, so we have some time to
have
ensure freshness.
I will help you make the cake because I have a very special talent which would allow me to make the perfect cake with.
What talent is that?
Well, it's a secret.
It's a skill.
Oh,
It's not a skill, it's a secret.
that sounds meta. Anyway.
It's not meta, it's a secret. I don't even know what meta means.
His cooking can make him fall in love with him or her.
So, as of right now, we are in the morning section of day one. I am going to go from person to person, and we're just going to go through this and see what y'all want to do, what you want to be up to. Evan, what would you like to do this morning?
So, first things first.
I'm the realist.
When it comes to doing our normal chores,
Yes.
and then doing what we like want or need to do I need to roll anything to do my normal chores?
Yes and no. So if you're saying that you want to work, I will roll for a random work event. And then once you get there, then you're going to roll whatever stat again. If anyone else would like to work in the morning, then let me know and you'll be included in this event.
I do.
I think I would like to work in the morning and then I have something I need to do at night.
Okay, Evan. Jeff, do you have any interest in working in the morning?
I'll go in the afternoon, so we split it up 2 and 2.
Alrighty, so I am roll for that. All right. Evan and Alex decide that they're more of morning people and that they would rather do their work now. And the work for this morning is preparing breakfast with the master watching. You leave the parlor and go into the very back of the house is where the kitchen is. And from there, you can see this beautiful garden in the backyard. Floating in the kitchen, kind of hovering, is an eyeball with wings, just flapping, just hanging out, not really poking around or doing anything. What would you guys like to do? What would you like to make? How would you like to go about it?
This is to make breakfast?
Breakfast for the master that you're going to leave at the basement door in the kitchen for him to grab at some point.
Well, a good nutritional breakfast, what I think people should eat in the morning, is enough to give them energy and keep them awake. So I'm definitely going to make eggs and bacon for protein. And I think I'm going to make sure that there's some fruit and some bread for toast.
Okay. Would you want to do a skill or affection roll for this? Those are your two options. You can either do it skillfully and make it beautiful, or you can do affection and try to do like cute little ketchup drawings and like...
She doesn't know how to put love into anything, so it's all just she knows how to make it really good.
Okay.
So my skill is 3.
Hera is a sociopath.
All right. Alex, what would you like to make the master for breakfast?
You see, what was Evan's name again?
Hera.
Hera, she's making quite a bit of stuff. I think I'm going to keep it simple and homey and make a bowl of cereal.
You guys are combining it, though, skill and affection.
What kind of cereal?
What kind of cereal? That's a good question.
I don't know if I can for making cereal.
What kind of cereal do you have?
Can I open the cabinets? What kind of cereals do they have?
You open the cabinets and it looks like an Amazon shopping page.
Wow.
You can have any cereal you want. You can just whoop and pull it out, like the Spy Kids microwavable plates.
Is Lord Budo allergic to anything?
I want you to roll a 7 or higher using your cunning.
Trying to kill the mouse.
Shite. I got a 5.
You don't know if he's allergic to anything. You just have no clue.
Can I ask Hera or Caro?
Yeah, you can. Ask her. She may or may not tell you.
What do you want, Sparkle?
Is the master allergic to anything before we cook for him?
Do I know if the master is allergic to anything?
Roll cunning 8 or higher.
Cunning? Oh my god!
Why is it higher for him?
Cunning.
Or 8 or because you have 8 is the number you're trying to beat.
I rolled an 11 to make my breakfast, and I rolled a 12 to know whether the master is allergic to anything.
How do you get in these numbers?
Because I have 3 in cunning and skill.
Alex, your number is how many d6s you roll.
Oh, I was doing 1d6 plus my number.
Yeah, no.
No, you roll that many d6s.
Oh, can I try again or just next time?
I'm going to say next time.
Okay.
Evan,
I think you'll be okay because Evan has it.
But will he tell me?
You know that he has preferences. He's not allergic to anything.
Well,
and you rolled an 11 skill, that's correct?
I rolled an 11 to make my breakfast. I rolled 12 to on cunning.
Okay, and then
skill 12 on cunning.
Alex, have you rolled for your cereal yet to actually make it?
I roll 2 d6s, so I'll do that.
Okay, do that.
Because the first time I rolled, I got a 3, and then I roll again, and that's a 2.
So that's 5 altogether.
That's 5 altogether, so I still don't know.
Okay. The eyeball flaps around and watches you make your breakfast. He floats over to Sparkles first and sees him kind of haphazardly throw his hand into the cabinet, grab whatever he's got, and make a bowl of cereal and leave it there. It flaps over to Hera and sees Hera very meticulously slicing fruits and putting this together in this beautiful little way of doing things. Hera,
making sure that all the foods are separate so they don't contaminate one another.
You gain 6 favor.
I do?
Yes, you do. So mark that down. Keep track of that. I'm putting y'all in charge of that and trusting you with it. Sparkles, you may choose to leave the breakfast with Hera's at the basement opening. That's your choice if you want to or not. But Hera's is considered the winner in this situation. Do you want to eat the cereal? Do you want to leave it for the master? Do you want to throw it out? What's your choice there?
I guess I'll put it with Hera's dishes.
You get 1 favor. Because he appreciates the thought, even though he's probably not going to enjoy it as much. All right. We come back to the parlor where we have the lovely Karen and Kyrie hanging out. What would you two like to do? Which one of you would like to go first, assuming that you're not doing the same thing? And you're not working, so it's whatever event you would like to do.
How long have I been working here?
Let me take a look at your character sheet real quick. How old is she?
Probably, she's young. She has to be younger.
She has to be younger. I would say maybe 3 or 4 months. You're one of the newer people here.
Karen, do you know if the master keeps any animals?
Do I know?
Roll a cunning 8 or higher.
Okay.
What's your cunning?
Get out.
All right.
Oh.
Wow.
I got a 9.
You got a 9?
Mm-hmm.
He does not keep anything that you would consider an animal. Obviously, he has like these weird sentient things floating around, but they're not
what's that about?
They're not normal animals. They don't really need to be fed or washed or anything. So he doesn't have like cats or dogs or horses or anything like that.
No living animals.
Okay, because my allergies have been bugging me for the last month, but I will deal with it to please the master. What are we doing for fun? What do we want to do for fun?
During the event time, you can use that time, like I said, to figure out how to make a better cake, to go looking for parts for a present or to make a present. You can use it to try and sabotage the other maids or to try and get some kind of, information about the master. That is really open-ended as far as you want to. There's also the ability to spend some favor and trigger a random event. But since you are all at such little favor, I would really highly suggest against it. Because I think it's like 10 favor to trigger a random
really?
event. What are y'all laughing at? I just see them giggling.
I have Pinterest on in the background, and I typed in Anime Maids, and it just started to create laughter over here.
That's fair.
I want to...
But it's in the flavor.
Go to the master's door.
Okay. You walk into the kitchen just as Evan and Alex's characters are leaving. You see that there's still breakfast that has not yet been, taken down. The basement door is a lot like ours in our house. It's literally just stone flooring, a wooden door. That's what you got. It's cold, it's damp, it's kind of strange.
Can I listen to it?
Yes, you can. Put your head on the thing and roll a cunning of, let's say 8.
I roll a 5.
You roll a 5. You sit there and you're listening and you think you hear something, but it's just the sound of the wind coming out of the doors of the basement, like there was a draft or something.
Good.
How long have I been here?
Yeah.
You're a little bit older, right?
Yes.
I would say
Just a little.
4 or 5 years you've been here.
Oh, I've done this before.
Yes, you've done it a couple times before, but Evan's character has done it the most times. Evan's character has been there the longest.
I'm 18 years old.
Yes.
I've been here since I was born.
So I've done the
Since
birthday thing before. That's weird.
Well, I made my character 18 just so everything was kosher if anything weird happened.
Been here for years.
But I've just made it weird, unfortunately.
What were you expecting to happen?
We're anime maids. I don't know.
Listen, there's a reason I took perversions and seductions out of this game, okay? Like
this group, that was a good call. This group.
So since I've been here like 4 or 5 years, I've done the birthday thing before.
Yes.
So would I be able to roll something to kind of get an idea of what would be a good gift or like the direction to go for gift?
Sure. I would say go ahead and roll a cunning of, let's say 6 or higher to see if you can remember what was done in the past years.
9.
9.
Ooh.
You sit there and you think back. Maybe sneeze a couple times because you're kind of sick and it's kind of hard to focus. But
Okay.
You sit and you think, and you remember it being kind of the same affair. There was presents and there was a cake, but it was always left at the basement door. The master never came out. And there wasn't really much that you could tell.
There was no praise.
No. The only thing that you do know in general from working here so long is that you seem to notice whenever there is like a fish meal for dinner, the plate is like completely clean, absolutely completely spotless. He enjoys other kinds of foods, but it seems like that's his favorite kind of food.
Okay.
I sneeze into a handkerchief.
There's some blood in it.
So the cake thing is cooperative, so we're all going to make the cake, right?
Yes, you're all going to make the cake, but how good the cake is at the very end is dependent on one person's skill roll and how many pluses or minuses you gained throughout the week. So like, let's say Alex went to go to an icing decorating class, but he fucked up so badly. Whenever you go to make the cake, that's going to be a -1 on making the cake. Or if someone were to find out like, oh, he likes cookie cake rather than this cake, then that would be a +1 plus to whatever the skill roll is at the end. Does that make sense?
Would I be able to go get some ingredients for the cake, mainly like fish related ingredients?
Fish
Sure.
cake.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
You want to go do that?
Yeah.
All right, you go into town.
Fish related
to
fish birthday cake.
The market that you generally go to. You have the master's magic card, which isn't like a credit card. You just kind of go like, pop, and then if money is spent, who knows? It's magic. You are easily able to find a strange baking and fishery joint shop. Nobody knows why they're right next to each other. They kind of mess with each other's smells. Do you want to purchase anything?
God, it's real?
Never said what kind of cake, so why does it have to be a sweet cake?
Am I with her, or did she fuck off fully?
I'm not sure, because she was in the parlor when she was asking me these questions, and then she just went. I'm going to say roll a cunning of 9. If you beat that, then you can have heard her leave. But she's on the other end of the house from you.
Nope, 8.
8, okay, that's very close. So you don't hear her go. Amanda, do you have anything in particular that you want to buy, or just, generic stuff for whatever recipe you have in mind?
I would like to get the most expensive, freshest looking, cleanest looking, like there's no scales left on it, tuna.
Okay. You do so. It's in your inventory. Bing. You also are going to get a +1 bonus for the cake making at the end, because you did remember something that he liked, if that is applied to the cake.
Okay.
If it makes it to the day 7 at some point, then we're going to say that, yeah, you're good.
If we make it, you have no faith in us?
If her recipe stuff makes it that far. Jeff, did you have anything else that you wanted to do? Because you had a very small thing.
Okay.
All right. That is the morning. It is now nighttime. It is evening for day 1.
The teacher.
Alex, you have already done your work for the day, so you can do whatever you like. What would you like to do with your time?
I would like to slip into my black tights and go down to Lord Budo's door.
You are easily able to put on these black tights. If anyone would like to see him do this, roll a cunning of, we'll say 6. If you don't care, then you don't care.
Don't care.
I will. I am ever worried. I rolled a 9.
Oh, so you're
ever vigilant. I am.
I'll say you're in one.
Nighttime now, right?
It's evening, yes.
I might not be in the mansion though.
Okay, if you're not going to be in the mansion, then
I'm not going to be in the mansion at night. Okay.
Whoa,
Jesus.
Wow.
Down arrow.
You easily slip into your tights, and you go to the basement trapdoor. You see that the dishes have been eaten off of and left back up there, so obviously breakfast has been handled. You go to grab the door, I'm assuming. You grab onto it. You pull, and you pull, and you pull, and you pull, and it doesn't come open. It's locked.
Can I try to pick the lock?
Yes. I'm going to say that's a skill of 9 to pick the lock.
Skill of 9. So we're doing 3d6.
I got a 30.
I got 11.
You got 11. Okay, so you sit there and you pick the lock. And as you're doing, you get kind of like this weird schizophrenic moment where there's like obviously some kind of magic to keep this thing shut, but for whatever reason, you're able to get through it. So you're like, nah, 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 and there's like weird images. You're like, and then it's done, right? You, I assume, open this trap door.
Yes.
All right. You may go. Are you trying to sneak? Or are you trying to be?
I'm trying to sneak.
You're trying to be sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a skill of 9 again.
God damn you, Sparkles.
14.
14. Okay, I need to make these checks higher for you.
No, you don't. Everything's good.
You, surprisingly for your height and weight, are able to sneak very gently down these very thin stairs.
I forgot that you're fat and in tights.
It's God. It's like putting a fucking roast chicken into a fucking stocking.
And watching it cartoonishly sneak down.
Tiptoe down the stairs in the abandoned mansion.
The thighs just...
I should have greased myself up.
You make it down to a flat, level area, and you notice it's very cold down here. Very cold. You move forward a little bit, and slightly around the corner, you can see what appears to be a study. There are many books on shelves. There's no fireplace. There are literal chunks of ice just sticking up out of places, a kind of magical snow that seems to be falling on very small pieces of furniture. The far door is also like this metal kind of material, and there's obviously something behind that. But from what you can see, there's like a square room that's a study.
And the master's not in here?
No, he's not.
Can I do some investigating to see anything he's been reading, anything he's been focused on, like either art or anything he might have been working on?
A cunning of 10.
I got a 7.
You got a 7? So you go over to some of the books, and you pick one up, and you look at it, and it's not in any language that you recognize at all. And it seems like all of the books are like this. Even if it seems like it is English at first, there's some kind of enchantment that passes over them that turns them into something else.
Okay. Can I go to the metal door?
You can. You're standing in front of the metal door.
Probably not a good idea, actually. Is there any bit of information I can use, like, from what I see that might give me an idea of what he's into, what he likes besides magic?
There's not really anything identifying other than the fact that it's god-awful cold and there are books around.
Okay. I guess I'll pack it in for the evening.
All right. You go back upstairs. Do you lock the door behind you or do you leave it unlocked?
I'm going to lock the door behind me.
You're going to lock it.
And then I'm going to take the dirty plates and wash them.
Okay. Good job. That was your evening. Evan, what would you like to do with your evening?
So, I'm going to go out into the town, city. What are we near?
It's like a small town. Nothing special.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing special.
All right, I'm going into the small town, and I'm standing on a rooftop, and I'm looking down upon this small town.
Okay.
And I have something in my hand. The camera can't quite see. Mm-hmm. And my uniform, while still golden, has a little extra gleam to it.
Okay.
Extra parts. I'm wearing, instead of my normal golden little high heels, I'm wearing like high heel boots that are metal and golden, kind of go up the the shits. And I want to be looking out upon the town for anyone who may be doing dastardly evil.
Dastardly evil. Okay.
I'm looking for anyone who may be trying to hurt someone else, who may be robbing people, anything like that.
Roll a cunning. Roll a cunning 6.
Cunning?
Yes.
6. I rolled a 7.
You rolled a 7. You are standing above, this area, and you're looking and you're looking. It's a sleepy town. Nothing really, really happening. You do see a drunk man peeing on a wall of just someone's house, not even, out a bar or anything, but someone's property. That's the most bad thing that you're able to spot.
That's the baddest thing?
That's the baddest thing you can spot. I mean, someone throws like a hamburger wrapper outside their window, but as of this evening, that's the worst that you can find.
Okay, then I want to, because we're playing Anime Maid Girls,
go for it.
I am going to look upon this man peeing on this person's house, and I am going to, you see the shadow of me up on the roof. Mm-hmm. From my back, shadows erupt from my back as I leap up into the air and slam down into the ground. Now, I don't even seem to feel any pain from slamming into the ground as the asphalt cracks beneath me and
massive angel wings are behind me with glowing angel halo above my head. And I raise a longsword to this man who is peeing. And my uniform is now armor, but still a maid uniform. It's maid uniform armor. And I go, halt, villain! And does he turn around and look at me?
He's pretty sloshed. He kind of has his hands up against the wall, and he like slowly turns and looks at you. Some kind of freak.
Public urination is against the law.
It's not
that you are now committing vandalism upon this person's home.
He slowly starts to turn so that he's peeing on your shoe now.
And I want to using my skill, I want to, because he's peeing on my shoe, go unacceptable, and I want to kick my foot up, splashing him in the face with his own urine.
Okay, skill 6.
Okay. 6.
All right, you succeed in doing so. The piss ends up in his eyes. He's like, oh, God, this is gross, man. And he starts like stumbling backwards.
I want to sweep his legs out from underneath him so that he slips and falls into a puddle of his own urine.
Okay, he does that. He does so. He's like, oh, come on.
And then I want to point the blade to his neck and go, perhaps this will teach you never to commit crimes in this town ever again. And then I want to just start backing away from him slowly.
You do so. The man is just kind of dazed and confused and now covered in his own urine. Congratulations.
Excellent. Well, I was
all right.
get a few eyeballs from this, but he wasn't doing anything warrant of murder. So.
Amanda.
You should have killed him. Fall down.
Amanda and Jeff.
0 crime in this city.
You have to work this evening. Would you... Let's see here. All right. Both of you are going to work at the same time, just because that's kind of how these go. So we're going to... All right. You two return from your escapades of the day. You know, just doing what you were doing. You come into the dining room, just kind of clean up, you know, make sure everything looks nice. And Jeff, your character notices a note on the table, and you open it up, and it reads in very, you know, nice, neat handwriting. You know, I'm not really feeling that well today, my dear maids. I would really appreciate something to cheer me up. You... Huh?
Today,
this evening. So he is not feeling great. He wants to be cheered up somehow. Both of you individually can find whatever eyeball or robot or chattering mouth or whatever you can, and can roll an affection roll and tell me how you try to cheer the master up the best you can.
Okay.
He's in his feelings. How are you going to help him with that?
Okay.
Well, I got a 10.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
That's valid. What are you going to
do? I'm going to read to him.
Okay.
From a poetry book.
Okay. Very nice.
What's the poem you read? Recite it.
Go to hell.
But it's with love.
No, I'm telling you to go.
Oh.
I'm not doing that.
Is that with love?
Oh my god.
Jeff, what do you choose to do?
I'm wearing a metallic uniform, so I'm gonna do like one of those stomp step dances with like hitting my knees and shit with hitting my uniform.
You mean a haka?
I don't know.
Do you mean a haka, or do you mean like stomp with the brooms and shit?
Are you really sickly?
Yes.
Because there's like the things that the people will do like as an intimidation thing. That's like an Islander thing where they do like the
I'm not doing a Samoan war dance.
That's what I was saying. Are you doing a haka or are you doing stop with like the swoopy broom?
No, like the little like German Swedish grandparents doing the little clog dance, but with their knees and shit.
That's perfect.
I have a poem.
You have wooden shoes.
Okay, let's see what Jeff gets, and then I would love to hear your poem.
3.
You lost this one.
All right, Amanda.
I should try to intimidate.
Where would you like to go? We've got a dining room, a kitchen, a games room, a parlor, the garden, everyone else's rooms, the bathroom. You can sit near the basement door, whatever you'd like to do, wherever you'd like to go.
I'm going to teleport to the garden.
Okay. You teleport to the garden. It's beautiful. The night sky is just setting the dewdrops on the leaves just so nicely. Read me your poem.
Every time I see your face, it reminds me of you.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Nailed it.
Is that a real poem?
Nailed it. Nailed. She did get for that.
You hear a rustling noise, and you turn, and you look, and there's a little hand that's kind of like crawled out of the bushes, and it sits there, and its little finger just gives you a nod, and then it scurries away. Jeff, you go to the kitchen, and you know that he lives in the basement, so you figure the best place to do your dance so that he can enjoy it is not in front of an eyeball that can see him, but directly on top of his basement door. So you get onto this door, and very out of any kind of rhythm, you start smashing your feet onto the floor in an attempt to do clogging. It's not good. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not great. Amanda, you get 11 favor.
It's difficult.
Did you hear me?
No.
You get 11 favor. Mark that down in addition to everything else that you have.
11 favor.
11 favor, yes.
Yeah, if your IV lines keep getting tangled when you're trying to slap your knees.
Wait, what did you decide to do? Dance?
Do a river dance on top of his.
Pretty much. That's pretty much in line with what I was picturing. But with like claps because I'm wearing metal.
Nighttime rolls around. All of you go to your respective rooms, and you have very restful, very normal sleep.
Normal.
Day breaks. It is the morning of the second day. What would you all like to do?
I would like to spend the day for party decorations.
Okay. Is anyone else wanting to not work in the morning?
I want to work just for the morning, but I'll shadow Hera and assist her in anything she needs.
A work event is its own event. If you wanted to go with Hera, you would have to make it a...
She's doing that for fun?
Yes.
What's wrong with you? Okay, then no. I'm
trying to please the master. Excuse you, Spawn.
I'm doing a work detail, whatever.
You're going to do work, Jeff?
Work detail.
I'm going to do party planning.
Party planning, okay.
I'm going to stick with you and do some party stuff.
Jeff, would you like to work or party?
I'll work.
You'll work? All right. Let's see what y'all get to do for work. That's 2d6s, not 1. 8 is not an option. All right. Hera and Karen leave the kitchen to go do what they're going to do. We'll get to them in just a moment. Kyrie and Sparkles, your work this morning is to eat breakfast together. And eating breakfast together means making a breakfast, going into the dining room, and you both sit on the sides of this very, very long table. And at the very end of the table, there is a pair of those dentures of feet just sitting. I would like for you to roll a skill of 6 each to see how well the breakfast goes. And then we will go through and do a talking to breakfast goodness with the master.
I got a 13.
A 13, okay. Jeff?
Which skill is it?
Skill.
Yeah.
Oh, skill. Okay. 7.
Okay. Both of you, make a very nice breakfast. It is very normal and very nice. It's pancakes, it's cereal, it's a good spread.
I replicated what I saw Hera doing last morning.
And
I don't like that.
Is learning.
I don't like that things keep getting described as normal. Like normal is what we're going for. Like that's our baseline.
And nothing died.
No one's hurt. No one got further maimed.
You sit at the table and you serve this plate to this little chattering thing. And as you take your own seats at the table...
Oh, wait. I want to hand feed it.
You want to hand feed it. Roll an affection of 7 or higher.
Uh-oh. Automatic fail. I have 0 affection.
Before you sit, come over to these little clacking jaws and you go, for the master. And you start to feed it. And the jaws go, that's a waste of food. What are you doing? I'm just going to eat this after the fact.
Sorry.
So it turns away.
Sorry.
Let me go sit back at my chair.
The big clumsy.
The master.
My mascara starts to dribble.
In the form of these clattering jaws, kind of just sit there while you two begin to eat. And it says, do you two have any plans for the day?
You first.
Whatever you need us to do.
The little jaws turn to you, Alex, waiting your response.
Well, cooking this breakfast, this was our job, right?
Yes, it was.
And this is supposed to be a surprise party?
Yes.
Oh, shit. So, okay, yeah, I'm going to respond with, in the evening, I'm going to try to take care of the rat problem.
We have a rat problem?
I saw a few rodents scurrying about. I'd like to take care of them.
Why haven't you told me? I can just banish them.
I didn't want you to worry. That's not something you should be concerned with. It's my job as your best maid to take care of your problems.
Know that cruelty has no place in this house. And the little jaws jitter a little bit, turn around, hop off the table onto the chair, and then onto the floor, and hop away. Jeff, you gain 2 favor.
What about Alex?
Alex gets none. Failed his rolls. All right.
Like sparkles.
Karen?
I just wanted to smash rats.
Karen and Hera, are the both of you going to town?
Mm-hmm.
You're both going to town? Okay.
We're going to get party supplies.
All right.
Have to get party supplies.
You make it into town. You see a off-brand store called Event Village that seems to have every kind of party thing you could ever want. Along with this, the town is fairly well stocked as far as actual shops go. There are a lot of little artisans, that make their own foods. They've got fabrics, their crafts. It's very well-rounded for a small town.
Okay. Well, Karen, I think that we should look for... I don't think that the master would like the traditional party supplies. I think he would want something more fleshy.
Fleshy?
Well, he always has eyeballs and hands walking around. Or do you think that we should go with something more colorful? Or maybe he hasn't seen colorful things in a while.
I think we should stay monochrome.
Well, I don't even know what that means, Karen. What is monochrome? That sounds awful. What is that? What is monochrome? Karen, I'm going to be in charge of the designs. So, you look for something really big and flashy. Yeah, something with a lot of colors. And I'll look for something fleshy and weird. Okay, split up.
All right. I'm
gonna go my separate way.
I'm gonna go look. We're in this party emporium place, right?
This event village, yes.
We're in an event village. I would like...
It's like some sort of city made for partying.
I'm imagining Party Cities, like Party City.
That's exactly what it is. It's Event Village.
Okay.
Event Village, Party City.
I get it. So I want those like streamers.
Mm.
And I would like to go nautical themed.
Roll a luck of 6.
Okay. Listen to you.
What? Me?
Yeah.
What did I do?
I can't see.
Oh.
I got an 8.
8. You go up and down the aisles of Event Village, and you are able to find in a piratey kind of theme some really cute nautical streamers. They're like cute little fishies and like starfish, and they don't look roady at all. And you are able to find just enough, as much as you wanted. So,
is it like cutesy?
Yeah, it's pretty cutesy. It's not like super like childlike, but it's not like Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, this is a gross starfish, So you lucked out.
Cool.
All right, Evan, where do you go?
So, here's what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
It always has hands and eyes and things crawling all over the place. I'm thinking, wouldn't it be nice if he could have a lot of those things kind of all over the place? So I want to look more in the Halloween section because he seems to like shit like that.
All right,
So
roll
I'm gonna go to the Halloween section, see if I can't find like little fake body parts and stuff.
Roll also a luck of 6.
Uh-oh. Not the best. So I had 0 luck. So what does that mean?
I believe you automatically fail at that.
That means you fucked up by splitting up.
You go to the Halloween section, and it's pretty well stocked. There's a lot of stuff there, but you're really struggling with like, I don't know what he would like. I'm just not positive. So what you end up leaving with is some of those, those sticky hands that you would fling at people.
Yes.
You leave with some of those. You leave with a very plasticky Halloween sword, very obviously fake, and you leave with a hair and beard wig set that's kind of crusty.
He'll love it.
That's what you really honestly think. You're like, okay, yeah, the sword is cool. Sticky hands are gross, and he can dress up. Maybe he's into that. So you think you got it. You think you got it down.
Stress from failing this?
Or? No.
Okay.
No.
Awesome. I did it.
You guys make it back to the house with your various things. Night begins to fall. Jeff and Alex, what would you like to do with your evening to yourselves?
I'm going to slip into here, Jeff, you go first. I went first last time.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Jeff, what would you like to do?
You were going to slip into your tights again.
It's going to take me your entire session to get my tights back on, so you should start.
So who's all in the house right now?
Everyone is in the house right now.
Are they in their rooms?
I'm going to say that's up to you guys where you're at in the house. I can go over the rooms again because it's kind of a big place. You all have your own individual rooms. There's a bathroom. There is a parlor at the beginning of the house, dining room, gaming room, kitchen, and garden. Not including the downstairs, which you can't get to.
Do I need to do anything substantial?
I mean, keep in mind that at the end of the week, you need to have a present, and you all collectively have to have made a cake. Other than that, there's not any specifics since you did your work this morning.
I'm just going to go into my room and think about the mortal enemy I share this house with.
Okay. Do me a favor. Roll a cunning of 5.
Okay.
Uh-oh, he froze.
Yeah, no, I lagged. I'm back?
Yes, you're good. Roll a cunning of 5 for me.
12.
All right.
Wait, a cunning of 5? Oh, no, yeah,
Yes.
no, I got 12.
Yeah. You sit and you think, and you think, and you think, and you think, and you look kind of like the Grinch when you're thinking. It's that kind of like really, really focusing on it. And you just know, you feel a little bit better about when the day comes that you're going to go against them. You feel a little bit better about it. You had a nicer plan. Alex, what would you like to do?
All right, I just finished slipping into my tights. I'm going to go out to is there a shed on the property?
Sure, we'll say there's a shed in the garden.
Okay. I'm going to look at, is there any like rat poisoning or anything along those lines?
You go into the shed and it seems to be mainly gardening tools. There's not really any pesticides or anything to kill bugs. Like the master said, most everything as far as like keeping things the way he wants it to look, as far as that goes, he can do magically. So it's more busy work stuff than anything.
Okay, then I'm going to go into town and go to a Ace Hardware and look for the highest potency rat poisoning I can find.
Okay, I want you to roll a luck of 8.
It's an automatic fail. Wait,
right.
If it's a 1, it's just one roll, right?
Yeah, so if you have a 1, it's just 1 dice.
Yeah, automatic fail.
You go in, and people are really looking at you weird. They don't really like you being in the store. You're very strange looking. And they're very open about that. You make it to the poison section. You do find the poison that you're looking for. They do have stuff to take care of rats. And you go to the checkout.
Section of a depot.
They think like an aisle, like a half an aisle for poison. So you go.
Welcome to Arsenics R Us.
To the counter to check out. And the person doesn't even scan it. They're looking at it. And they look at you. And they look back at it. And they look at you. And they say, do you have any form of identification?
Why do you need my identification?
Well, you have to be over 18 to buy this kind of thing, you know.
He's a sovereign citizen. He doesn't need identification.
Okay, I'm not going to give my age because that's rude. However, I just said you were muted for some reason. That's rude to ask my age, but my character is at least in his late 40s.
Okay. She puts the poison underneath the thing and she says, I'm sorry, I can't sell this to you without any identification. And honestly, you're making all of us uncomfortable, so I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
It's Steven Seagal.
I can't carry any cards in these pants. I can't fit anything.
That doesn't sound like my problem. Do I need to call security? You're going to need to leave.
Is there any other stores I could, like, in this town?
You can try again another day.
Try again. I say, can I use your bathroom?
No, we're going to need you to leave immediately. You made them really uncomfortable.
Can I make a dash for the poison or run?
No.
What?
You failed the roll, man. I don't know what to tell you.
All right. I'm going to leave.
All right. You leave and you head back to the mansion. Evan and Amanda, you are muted, just to let you know, so don't start talking. And then,
there you go.
Okay,
sorry.
There we go. It's okay. We're going to send you guys to work.
Yes, time to work.
It is another beautiful evening out in the garden. There is a table that's been set up. And sitting at the table is a teddy bear. It is tea time for the master, and it is both of y'all's jobs to serve tea and be pleasant hosts for him.
Is he in the teddy bear?
No, the teddy bear is one of those weird, just the objects that are around the house that he uses to watch you guys.
Teddy bear tea time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, of course. Come on. Come on, Helen.
All right. So it's time to have some tea.
Mm-hmm.
So the tea's already made. Do we just have to sit and have pleasant conversation?
Yeah, you just have to sit and be nice. Just have to be nice. The teddy bear just kind of sits there. It doesn't say anything as of yet when you two approach.
I want to go ahead and pour the teddy bear some tea.
Okay.
Put a couple lumps of sugar in there. Make sure it's nice and sweet.
I want to make sure that I brought some little finger sandwiches, little snacks or tea cookies for both of us to share as I put down in the center of the table.
Ooh, that's such a good idea. And I'm going to start putting out some chocolates and some fresh fruit.
Excellent plan.
Isn't it?
In fact, we can make this look even nicer, and I'm going to take a little vase and some of the flowers from the garden and put them right in there, in the vase.
The teddy bear sitting on the table just goes, "Oh, why thank you both. This is so lovely. I do love to have tea with my two beautiful maids. Of course, it is always such a pleasure to have you in my presence. You truly are a gift."
Oh, Lord Budo, thank you so much. And it is a pleasure to be sitting here, of course. And how has your day been, Lord Budo?
Oh, you know, same old, just doing the work that I have to do.
This is coming from the teddy bear?
Is the teddy bear moving back and forth?
Yeah, but it doesn't have elbows or anything, so it's just like...
Lord Budo, I have a question.
Yes.
If you could have anything in the world, what would it be?
That is a difficult question to answer, because I have everything in the world that I would want. A nice home, a place to care for the people I love, and quiet.
The people you love? Oh my.
You know that you're all family to me. I care for each and every one of you deeply.
Yes. Yeah.
Is there any other questions that you two have for him before tea time is over?
Master Lord Budo.
Yes.
Refresh my memory.
Yes.
What is your favorite color?
Why? Blue, of course.
Thank you.
Of course, darlings. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go to bed. And the bear just stops moving. There's no other indicator that he's like stopped, tuning into it at all. Both of you get 6 favor.
Nice.
You did not incur the master's displeasure. So, good job.
I can't believe I didn't lose more or any from my tap dancing.
There are some things where it's like, all right. We are on
Tea time. We're on day 3.
Day 3, the morning. The sun rises. The week is going by kind of quickly. You're noticing that, I still have to get a present together. What are we going to do about this cake? But you're not worried about it. Still got plenty of time. You've still got a lot of chunks of time. How many of you are interested in working in the morning?
Me.
Amanda, Alex.
I will also work in the morning.
Let's all work in the morning.
All right.
All work in the morning.
We're going to work in the morning.
Maid party.
Maid farm.
Okay.
Isn't that what we're doing?
No, maid party, I said. Why would it be a farm?
The
Because we're stuck living here like barn animals?
Breakfast has already been served. It's late morning. It's been just a quiet, pleasant day so far. And you all hear a call from wherever you are in the mansion to come to the games room. You go down, and the games room is what you would expect. Just a pool table, a nice little area with chess. It's a very nice sitting area. Sorry, I'm making sure that Evan wasn't messaging me.
No, I put a Pinterest in there because it's spooky looking.
It's just a very pleasant area with a lot of different entertainment things to do. And in this room, there is a small robot with a CCTV camera attached to it that just kind of looks around, and a little speaker. And whenever noise comes out of the speaker just kind of actually wobbles with it, like the actual space the speaker does that. You come into the room, and Lord Budo, through this robot, says, "Why don't you all have fun? Entertain me. I would just love to have a good time with each and every one of you." So all of you have to do something to entertain Lord Budo.
In the game room.
In the game room. Yes.
Are there any games of chance in the game room?
You mean like literally the game of chance? Or are you saying
of chance, like, you know, you have to gamble a little bit.
You have to gamble? Sure, there are some cards. Can't really gamble in my call, can you? We'll say there are some cards and some dice and some dominoes if you wanted to play.
I'm gonna wait to see what games everybody else starts playing first.
Lord Budo, I have a special talent no one knows about.
Oh, is that so?
And I've never shown it to you before. But to make you so pleased, I'm willing to show you.
Well, by all means, I would love to see it.
I'm going to fit every one of these pool balls in my mouth.
Oh! Well, don't harm yourself, but I'd be very interested to see that. Alex?
I'm searching right now how many pool balls there are on the pool table.
After that, I want you to make a skill roll of 7.
Okay.
Karen, I'll bet you that he cannot fit all those poo balls in his mouth. I'll bet you $5.
Total of 16 balls. So I have to fit 16 pool balls. So what was the skill I'm using?
I was going to say 7, but I think I'm going to bump it up a little bit because 16 pool balls is a lot to do.
I'm a big man. I mean, woman.
He's going to kill himself. Steven Seagal's going to kill himself.
This is skill?
I bet. Anybody.
Skill of 9. What did you say? And then you kind of got lost there.
All right. Skill of 9. I got a 13.
You can't get them back out.
It's like a light bulb.
I have to swallow them.
You walk over to the pool table, much to the horror and amazement of everyone else. Sure.
Like 0.5.
Master, behold.
You put one pool ball in your mouth and you go, trouble money. And you put another pool ball in your mouth and you say, trouble money. Until 16 pool balls have been put in your mouth. I'm assuming that you're somehow storing some of them in your throat. As well as your cheek.
Like a snake unhinged your jaw.
See the little balls in your throat and in the sides of your cheeks.
It's like a fucking boomer from Left 4 Dead.
After 16 pool balls, you very garbledly say, "Honey." The emotionless robot has been watching this go down.
All of us have been watching this.
And
stunned silence.
Well, I do hope you're all right. You can take those out now.
I should have to roll to take them out.
You want to? What was the skill I made you roll? 9? Make it a skill of 9 to get them out without injuring yourself.
Okay. My skill's pretty good, so. Nope, I got an 8.
You
start here and you're like, okay, if I just do it backwards, we're good. You know, you start to take the pool balls out of your mouth and then you try to breathe while you're doing that and you just go, and one of the pool balls immediately goes in your stomach and you start choking. The rest of them pour out of your mouth and you're very obviously struggling with a couple in your throat. Does anyone want to try to help Alex?
I will try to help.
Okay, here, I want you to roll.
Just watch.
I want you to roll an athletics of 5 to try to Heimlich the rest of these pool balls out of his mouth.
Oh my goodness.
I got an 8.
You got an 8? Okay. You jump into action. You're over there.
I know what
Amazingly, for the different size between you and Sparkles, you pull hard and the rest of the pool balls fly out of his mouth and ricochet into parts of the game room. Alex, you're fine. I'm going to say that you take 7 stress because even though you did what you said you were going to do, It wasn't a great time.
It was a traumatic experience.
It was a traumatic experience.
I've done this dozens of times before. It never went wrong.
Did we all take some stress for just having witnessed this? Like we're just having this.
No one enjoyed it.
Alex, I want you to also. Come on.
When do you stress explode?
When your stress is higher than your spirit.
Okay.
So keep an eye on that. And let me know. You gain 3 points of favor.
I do?
Yes.
What stat is stress?
But stress should be. Let me take a look at one.
Is it its own thing?
You start
it's
at
its
0?
own thing. You start at 0. Where is it?
Your
stress is its own box on the actual thing. But just keep track of it.
Okay.
I think. Let me see what your spirit should be 10. I made you all not freak out or something similar. Let me see.
My spirit's 20. Do I drop it to 10?
No, so it's not a minus thing. You're just comparing them. So even if you have a stress explosion, your spirit doesn't change.
Yeah, but my spirit right now, when I rolled, it was 20. Did we all start at 10?
No, I think spirit is dependent on something. Spirit is will times 20.
Okay.
It's will times 10.
Will times 10? Oh,
willpower times 10, yeah, because mine is 30 and I have 3 willpower.
Okay. There you go. I completely lost my train of thought. Give me just a second there. You got your favor and you got your stress. Hera, you are going to receive 5 points of favor for saving Sparkles.
Hey!
That's entertaining enough for the master.
For saving.
Amanda and Jeff, what would you like to do to entertain the master?
Does Sparkles get any favor for at least?
He got 3 favor.
Oh, okay.
He did what he said he was going to do.
He did do what he said he was going to do.
I have a total of 4 right now.
What kind of robot-y thing is in here? Was it an eyeball?
It's just like a little square silver robot with a CCTV attached to it and a speaker that goes wah, 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 whenever there's sound coming out of it.
I want to play rock, paper, scissors.
With the robot?
Sure.
Okay. You crouch down to its level, and Lord Budo agrees to play rock, paper, scissors. And this goes about because he says 3, 2, 1, and then we'll say whatever it is he's playing.
Yeah, how do you want me to?
I was gonna say I don't know if it really matters because either way you're gonna get the points for it because it's entertaining to him. So maybe it's a tie. Maybe whatever happens. But he has a good time playing rock paper scissors with you. You gain 2 favor.
Cool.
Jeff?
I'm going to take out a butterfly knife and start doing one of those little routines with it.
Okay, roll a skill of 6 for me.
Okay, I'm going to take off my glasses and put them on the table and then do this. You said skill?
Yes, of 6.
6.
6. You succeed in doing this. You take your glasses off and you're like, Lord Budo, watch this. And you do your whole butterfly knife thing. And he goes, oh, why, that's very impressive. Look at the fine motor skills. You have to be able to do something like that. That is so impressive. A good job. And you gain 1 point of favor.
Nice. Lucky number 13.
You all leave, go have lunch, do whatever it is in the middle of your day, and you come back for the evening. What would you guys like to do?
So, have you guys gotten gifts yet for Master?
Not yet, but we did discover that his favorite color is blue.
Yeah.
Do you want me to run to the store for us if we want to buy him a gift?
That would be great.
I think we should all get our own gifts for him.
No, I agree with
Kyrie.
I agree with Kyrie. That would be so we could do our maid duties here. One of us can go out and get all of the gifts. You don't want to be distracted from your maid duties. I know his birthday's coming up, but his present doesn't take away from your duty to be the best maid.
She would be lacking in that sparkle, so it's understandable that she doesn't want to delegate one person to save us all time, because anything to slack off and get out of some work.
I'm just quiet.
Excuse me. Oh, were you referring to me? Well, let me tell you something right now. I am the most dedicated to making sure that the master's duties get done and he gets his presents, and that's exactly why I made sure that I have a special plan in store.
You didn't even know his favorite color.
Or his birthday. You forgot until this Monday.
Your hair is not even really that color.
Wow, why are we getting personal with insults? Discussing our duties.
Says the voice of reason, Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal in lipstick and
Watch, at the end of this, I will end up being the best maid.
Evan, Jeff, and Amanda, roll cunning.
Okay.
Oh boy. 7.
8. Right? Yeah. I got an 8.
I got an 8.
Okay. Jeff, you take 5 points of stress. As catty as you all can be, it is a stressful experience. These two have been here the longest and have been feuding with each other for a little while, so they're more used to giving and taking the angriness. But for you, it's a little bit like, I don't like this.
Well, at the very least, I need to run to the store.
I would really appreciate it if you also picked up a gift for me, because I also have other duties to attend to tonight. But I could take up something that you had to get done in the house, do your chores for you while you're at the store for me.
What do you need me to get for you?
A good present. I only working here a week, so I don't really know what he likes.
So you're leaving it up to me. I'll see what they have. You can trust me.
And for Hera, what is this big plan that you have? I'd like to know so we could all collaborate together.
Well, it's not done yet, but it'll be great.
We have 3 days.
How can I assist you in your planning, Hera?
You can't. It's all coming together.
I think the master would like his maids to all work together.
We are working together. You know what? Fine. I'll prove it. Kyrie, please pick me up a gift as well. Make sure that it's something blue and something useful.
I will do that.
Okay.
I'm going to get my own stuff.
All right, Karen. Well, you win some, you lose some. So.
Sorry, give me just a moment.
I will stay and do some work.
All right.
Nighttime, right?
Work more than once?
It is nighttime.
You know what?
You can work more than once. You do not have to. You have to work at least once a day.
Oh, okay. Then I will actually go back out and do my other duties.
Your other duties. So Jeff and Amanda, you're going to the store. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. We'll take care of y'all first. You successfully make it into the village. What are you going for?
Okay. So I have a shopping list of things I need.
Okay.
I want a blue box, like one of those present boxes. It has I want it to have white polka dots on it and a nice big blue ribbon bow.
Okay.
To wrap this stuff in. And I'm thinking for presents, the master is just always so busy. So I want him to be able to enjoy himself and have fun. So I'm going to get, everything is fish themed. I want a stress ball that is a fish.
Oh, that's good.
I want a fish Tamagotchi. And the latest fishing top bass game for Xbox. I don't know what they're actually called, but that's.
Are you also going to get him an Xbox?
No, he must have one.
He's the master after all.
Roll luck for me.
That's my luck.
That's pretty good, actually.
16.
You are able to find every single one of those things. You walk in the stores and you are a woman on a mission. Just bam, bam, bam. You find it. You are good.
Get away from me,
I'm
Karen.
gonna win
You
the master's favor.
I would like to kill Karen, please.
I would like to kill Helen, please.
Well, I'm good because that's not me.
Give me just a second.
Rapping.
Did you send me the love poems to me? Every time I see your face, it reminds me. So stupid.
Stressful.
Okay. Jeff, what do you do?
I'm going to follow the comfort theme. I'm going to look for a blue robe, a blue pair of slippers. What's that like? It's almost like looks like seltzer, but you put it into water to store your dentures in. I'm going to get that as well because he has that weird floating denture in the house. And then also a blue sleep cap. And then one more grocery-like object for around the house that I will message you privately.
Okay, go ahead and message that to me. I want you to also go ahead and roll luck.
Okay. I rolled a 15.
A 15, you are able to find all of these objects with absolute ease. They look great. They're super comfortable. They're exactly what you wanted. Do you also want to shop for Alex and Evan? Or were you planning on giving them some of these things?
No, yeah, that's going to be between us. Like one of us gets slippers, one gets robe, but the other gets the odds and ends or something.
Sorry, I'm keeping track of all this. All right. You guys are able to successfully find this and come back to the house. Evan, what are you doing? You're out in the nighttime doing your thing, correct?
I must go out to find and conquer evil, yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a cunning for me, 5.
An 11.
11. You perch on another house. You see these two going about doing their things, but you can't tell what they've got. You just know that they're doing what they said they would be doing. So,
Good.
Take that as you will. You notice in one of the neighboring ranches, someone very obviously stealing pieces of a fence. Not a horse, but the fence itself. They're coming over and they're taking these pieces off and they're loading it into a truck, and they're very shifty looking side to side.
Oh, I want to blast off that roof. Are they loading it into a car?
Yeah, into the back of a truck.
Okay, I want to blast off the roof and like Link from Legend of Zelda, drive my sword through the hood of their car, destroying the engine block.
You do so, and from the back of the truck, this older man with a long brown beard just tilts his head around the side and says, "What you do in my truck? Why you do this?"
I want to rip the sword out of the engine block, pointing it at him with the dripping oil blood of the truck that I've just slain. And I want to say,
"Halt, you villain! You are being a thief. You are stealing from this place. How dare you commit these crimes?"
He's my neighbor. I can steal from neighbor. Does not matter.
You can't steal from a neighbor.
Fuck him.
What?
Fuck him.
No, not fuck him.
You steal my daughter, I can steal his neighbor fence. And he starts taking more of the fence and throwing it in the back of his
I'm gonna grab a piece of the fence and try to take it away from him. So we're fighting over it.
Roll athletics, let's say 4.
Okay.
Fucking Rasputin over here.
It's exactly who it is.
I got a 7.
Give me that.
The fence piece is ripped from Rasputin's hands. And
I want to put it back where it was, but like not. I'm not looking. So I'm just like,
now you get out of here. Both of you just get out of here right meow.
How am I supposed to get out of here? You broke my car.
Then I guess you're gonna have to walk. Maybe you should think about that next time before you become a villain.
He seems disgruntled but defeated. He takes one piece of the fence from out of the back of his truck and like trots off.
I want to look at the back of this truck. Is there anything that's blue in there?
No. It's just a pieces of fence.
His truck is blue.
Is the truck blue?
No, there's just pieces
It
of fence.
was.
I want you
Another job well done.
to take 1 point of favor.
+1 favor?
+1 favor. Alex,
Yes.
everyone is gone. It's evening in the mansion. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to have to wait until everyone gets back to do my deed, but I'll take this time in the meantime to get into my tights because it just seems like every day it's getting longer and longer to get into my tights.
Okay, you get into your tights and
What could possibly be the reason for that?
you
Doesn't make any sense.
you get into your tights. Everyone comes home. Jeff and Amanda have these packages. You can't really tell what's in them, but they did obviously go shopping. Evan has a strange black splotch on his maid outfit, but otherwise seems fine.
All right, so I'm going to wait until everyone is sleeping, and I'm going to sneak into the bathroom and make it a complete mess. I'm going to smear fecal matter on the toilet seat, write makeup on the mirror that Hera is bad, and then go back to my room.
I want you to roll a cunning of 6.
You're just so...
I got a 6.
You got a
Does that mean
6?
make it or fail?
You are successful in making the bathroom an absolute mess. You write in big red letters, Hera is bad.
So it could possibly have been me.
And you're good. You were able to do that. I'm imagining you clean yourself up before you go to bed, or you just post. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna eliminate evidence on me and go back to my room and go to sleep.
Okay, you do so. You're able to do it.
Who would have thought that the Steven Seagal maid was the bad apple? Who would have thought?
Night passes. It is now the morning of day 4.
Okay.
I'm going to say, let's see here.
I'm going to work it in the day.
Okay. Hera, you actually, according to the dice gods, wake up first that morning. You yawn, you get out of bed. You go into the bathroom, and it has been trashed. You see Hera is bad written in big red letters on the mirror. There is poop everywhere. I want you to take 1 point of stress.
Oh. That's my first stress. Now, is that minus from my spirit?
It's not minus from your spirit. So it's 2 separate stats. So if your stress gets higher than your spirit, then you have an explosion. But your spirit never goes down.
Why? I'm not bad at all. Someone is a liar.
You
And
storm
there's poop
out
everywhere.
of the bathroom. You slap a quick sign on it saying out of order, which sucks. It's your only bathroom.
In the whole mansion?
In the whole mansion. It's the only bathroom. And you go down to the first floor with everyone.
Absolutely.
Attention, maids. It has come to my attention that someone here has done a terrible deed, or we've been broken into by a villain. The bathroom upstairs is destroyed. Someone smeared poop all over the seats, trashed the bathroom, and wrote an absolute lie in the mirror. Karen, what are you raising your finger for?
Just everyone was clean except for you last night.
What are you talking about? I was immaculate.
No, your apron was very dirty.
Very dirty. What do you?
Is that so?
It was true. She did have some oil splotches on her apron.
This is just oil. I was repairing something.
Are you trying to get us fired from the master? Because
if I was going to try to get us fired, would I write Hera is bad on the mirror? That doesn't even make any sense.
What are you trying to distract us?
Trying to get me fired. No. You're trying to frame us. You're trying to frame us.
Oh my!
I want all of you.
Yes.
To roll a cunning of 6 or higher.
I got a 10.
This is absurd. I got 7.
I got a 10.
I got an 11.
None of you take any stress. You're just pissed at each other.
I know that it was one of you, and that is vandalism, okay? And starting right now, I'm going to be keeping a much closer eye on every single one of you.
All right.
Especially you, and I point to
Kyrie.
What is it?
Kyrie.
I point to Kyrie. Because you have like IV things that you carry around with you or something.
I guess that's the headcanon that people are
because if there's anybody in this building who might have an issue controlling their bladder, it's either you or 90-year-old Karen.
She is pretty old.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, but does the bladder control poop too?
Excuse me, Sparkles. I'm upset with everybody except you, Sparkles. You're wonderful.
Thank you.
We all
Alex, roll a cunning of 7.
What?
I got a 10.
You got a 10? Okay.
Listen up, you little shits. Not you, Sparkles. You've been wonderful.
Now, I have very important business to attend to. I expect someone to clean that bathroom. Get on it. Post haste.
Nose goes.
Did you clean it yet?
Nose goes.
I am sorry.
I guess you're going to have to do it tonight.
Could I use my cunning to try to trick one of them into cleaning the bathroom?
I'll do you one better. Hera, you're like, oh, you can't believe you lost Nose Goes. And you're upset about it.
I hate Nose Goes.
very quickly, I keep losing my headphones. I'm sorry, you guys. You go back up to the bathroom, you tear the out of order sign down, you open the door, and it's spotless. Absolutely spotless. It has been completely cleaned. And there is a note on the sink. Do you pick it up?
Yeah.
It says, everyone come to the dining room. Do not make breakfast. Sit.
I go to the dining room.
Do you tell any of
us? Do you tell anyone else?
No.
No.
I want to use my coming. I want to use my to make it look like I assumed that they all got their own note. And I want to go to the dining room myself.
Roll me a cunning of 5.
Okay.
Come check.
4.
You try to do this. You're like, well, but there's a very obvious note crumpled in your hand that's facing all of them. Everyone sees it.
I'm just gonna go to the dining room for no reason at all. And you should all
You're
stay.
really acting
I'll follow you.
I hate your fucking face, Karen, and I want to go.
Please.
Sparkles, get that note.
Do you all follow?
I'm gonna go grab that note.
I run from it.
I'm gonna chase after her.
Get this note.
You chase after her. Do you try to make it to the dining room?
Yes.
All right. All of you end up in the dining room, sitting or not. And at the very end of the
Day
table,
4, the mansion has descended into madness. It is Lord of the Flies.
At the end of the table, without any prompting and without any breakfast laid out, the teddy bear sits. And it sits.
Hello, Master. Hello.
Sit. Now all of you sit.
We sit.
Do you all do so?
Yes.
I am very disappointed in each and every one of you. Shush. Take 2 stress. I saw what a mess the upstairs bathroom was, and it is very obvious to me that it was one of you here who have done this. Now, one of you may fess up, or you may all take the punishment. All right?
I'll take the punishment single-handedly.
He had already begun speaking. All of you take 2 stress and -3 favor.
3 stress, you said? No, how much stress?
2. I think I said 2 stress and -3 favor.
Yes.
Sorry.
I hope that this can be a lesson for you. And during this time, he's just grilling you. Like, he's really upset that you're getting at each other's throats. He's like, I expected better of each and every one of you, and you're all working here for a reason, and da-da-da-da-da. And finally he says, I expect not to see something like this again. And then the teddy bear just stops doing anything. Again, he's obviously not in it anymore, but there's not any actual indication of that.
Guys, we should have a meeting, and let's talk about how we all feel.
Well, we're all here right now.
So obviously emotions are high. I think we should work together because we know what's coming up, and we got to throw the best birthday ever. And we got to make Lord Budo come up from those stairs for the first time and celebrate with us. And something like this is just going to keep him down in the basement.
We should sing him a song.
Do you think that would bring him back up?
At least on his birthday, it might. He might be a little upset right now.
What would be a good song?
Crazy Rap by Afro Man.
What?
You all have counted this morning as work. You do not have to work this evening, but your morning has also been wasted because of what's happened. It is now becoming nighttime on day 4. What do you guys do?
I'm going to work.
This is playtime.
You want to work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This counted as work.
I know.
Does anyone else want to work with Amanda?
I'll work.
Alex will work? Okay. And then Evan and Jeff, you don't want to work.
I'm going to sit in my bedroom studying the blade.
Okay, you're going to just get angry again?
Yep, and play with my butterfly knife.
Okay. We'll do yours real quick then, because that's fast. Do a cunning roll of 7.
11.
All right. You practice with your butterfly knife. I can't even get my pencil. You practice with your butterfly knife successfully. You get grumbly. You're doing well. Amanda and Alex, you were working. Is that correct?
Yes.
You know that the master must not be in a good mood. You just know it. You know that you displeased him, and you feel whatever way you feel about it. So the goal here is to do something to try and cheer him up. It is
Karen,
an affection roll that you need to pass, and you need to do something for it. So tell me what it is that you're doing.
Karen, we should make him the best fish dinner he has ever eaten.
Well, I really think that we should wait for that until his birthday.
We should make him the best blue something he has ever seen.
Blue?
Blue.
Blue.
Why don't we make him a blueberry pie?
Okay.
Do you two want to work together on this?
Sure.
Oh, yes, because I don't know how to cook.
Okay. Both of you roll your affection roll.
Okay.
Even though I think I said I was a chef before this. Affection? Oh, God.
Affection.
16.
If I have a 0, do I roll at all?
No. No,
Okay,
you don't
then
roll.
no. 0.
So you're not helping. You're just standing there staring at the kid.
Karen makes the most beautiful delicious looking blueberry pie. It is great. It looks wonderful. She writes out a little note that says, from Karen. And while she's not looking, Alex, you write and sparkles.
Oh, okay. I like that.
You put the blueberry pie at the top of the basement door and distract Karen away. And both of you gain 3 favor from the master.
Ooh.
All right, Jeff, we covered you. Evan, what would you like to do with your evening?
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Sure. You're good.
Stop.
Let me see your favor.
It's on this piece.
All right. I really wanted to do this during the morning, but I'm a little perturbed that someone destroyed the bathroom in an obvious attempt to make me look bad. So I am going to So I am going to I've been working on this for a while. I have turned my exploits of nighttime crime fighting into in doing this for my second job. I have to meet the deadline. So I'm rushing to bring my my finished Daojin that I've written into the publisher's office, and I'm trying to make sure that it gets in there on time.
Okay. And
My Daojinshi called
Maid of Honor.
Angel Maid.
You know, I'll admit, I was very afraid when I saw your character sheet, seeing that you were a Dojin artist. Dojin is Japanese fan manga. So I thought you were going to just do fan art for something.
Nope. I am making Angel Maid, but it's definitely like, you know, sexified. And it's like her fantasies in this comic. But she's also a badass angel maid that fights crime.
Have you ever heard the song Angel Witch by the band Angel Witch on the album Angel Witch?
On the album Angel Witch. Yeah. Huh. It's one of Angel Witch's most Angel Witch albums.
It's so Angel Witch.
Roll me an athletics check of 4.
9.
You get it there even before their deadline. You
book it. Time I can fly there.
Yeah,
I can show my.
Book it to the publisher's office. It's like an hour before they close. You're like, here's Angel Witch. I'm sorry, that was really loud. Here's Angel
Maid,
Witch.
not Angel Witch. Don't
Angel Maid
into existence.
Angel Maid. Angel Maid. They look at it. They're like, you know, this is good. This is exactly what we wanted. Good job.
Oh, thank you.
We're gonna publish this.
Yes.
Are they all Russian?
That's not Russian. It's just maybe like, yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
And they send you home.
Can they do Animal Crossing and instead just be? I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad you like it.
No, they're very happy about it, and they say we'll get this published.
Awesome. Then that's what I've done.
All right, that's your event.
Yes.
All right. Everyone returns home, or if you're home, you're home. You lay in bed. It's a wonderful night. And you awaken on day 5. As it stands right now, I believe everyone has a present. Amanda, have you finished your present? I think, yeah, you did. You bought a bunch of stuff.
Everything.
I'll be 2 seconds.
Sure, baby. Go for it. Everyone has their present. Amanda has started work on the cake. And you still have general work and things to do. I don't know where he's going, so
probably peeing.
Probably. Do we want this moment to take a brief pause to get drinks and whatever else we need as a break? Because sure. I would say we're getting close to the end of the game. If you want to go ahead and take a break so that we can do that, then we can do that.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Do what you need to. I'm going to go get some water or something because I am losing my voice.
Are you going to stop the recording?
No.
Yeah, because we'll probably be back in like 5 minutes.
Well, are you going to edit this part out? All right, let me just take my clothes off. No, you want to play Call of Duty later?
Sure. I'm down.
Where'd you get that Kit Kat?
From all the leftover fucking Halloween candy I still have.
I don't see any Reese's eggs.
They're all gone. All the Reese's are gone.
We should do D&D like this.
We might have to. I don't want to keep delaying it too long. I love that we do it in person. But tons of people do it like this.
Yeah.
Honestly. I prefer in person on the table, but if this shit keeps going on, then yeah, I say we do it.
You have multiple cameras, right?
Yeah, we do.
You could have a camera on the board itself.
We could with it on its own, have that join in by itself.
Because this hasn't terribly been acting up, knock on wood.
And even if it does, it's not like we do our thing live. And even if we did, whatever, who gives a fuck? Like anybody who tunes in to watch us play or whatever, they don't care. But
yeah, and they just want to listen.
Yeah, we have no problem being like, oh, hold on, wait for him to come back. That's not a problem.
The audio doesn't seem too bad. I can hear you guys fine.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get Zoom, because Zoom is really good. If we were using Discord, it would be like, but Zoom is awesome for this. That's why now, like, colleges and universities and shit are using it during the quarantine because it's really reliable. There's probably a good game that you could run now. I'm sure somewhere that's like, or just D&D because D&D.
I bet you could run all out of bubblegum pretty easily.
I had on my somewhat recently. I had in my 10-year journal a couple of years ago. We Alex, you ran a Left 4 Dead campaign for I think the three of us in the basement. Yeah,
I don't remember that. I
think we were at Evan's apartment, the Olu's house.
It was the Purge one.
I know I ran a Purge one. I vaguely remember
Maybe it was the other way around. Evan, I think maybe you did Left 4 Dead and Alex did Purge. But I know
Alex definitely did Purge. I might have done Left 4 Dead.
Very recent. They were really near each other. I think we were like between campaigns or something, and we just wanted to break
Both
it up.
Sounds awesome though. Yeah. I'd love to redo a one-shot Left 4 Dead would be amazing. Like going through No Mercy or something.
I think it'd be funny if we did. We didn't do it this year, but like if every New Year's we continued that weird horror superhero one we started,
where you all get superpowers based on like who you are. Or whatever.
Yeah, do it like a once a year thing.
Yeah, what
something.
Was it? You were like a Buffy vampire hunter, so you were super strong.
Wait, what?
During Halloween, we played a silly one shot where everybody got like horror things just started invading the world, but then you guys started to develop these different abilities. You were basically like Buffy, where you were just really strong and really fast. Alex, I believe you were like regenerated like Wolverine because you were fighting that big fucking it
was like Nosferatu Hulk.
Yeah, and then Jeff, I believe you had like weird Eldritch shit. You were like mixed in with like weird Eldritch shit. Talia, did you play with us on that one?
I think that was before I moved here.
It was the New Year's. We released the end of EMH.
Then I was still in Texas, so I didn't play that with you guys.
Yeah, we played it at your house, right, Jeff?
At my parents' house, yeah.
Yeah, we played it at his parents' house.
At the kitchen table.
Yeah, because remember, I kept running upstairs to check the upload.
And he was outside the window. And then, what'd you say?
I kept running upstairs to check the video upload and make sure we were ready. And then at New Year's, we released the video, but we were playing that night the monsters, Destroy All Monsters.
I remember.
Yeah, because like monsters started coming after you guys. You guys started fucking taking them out. He's like, oh shit, we have powers. That was.
And
fun.
then it ended on us blaring the Iron Maiden through my dad's speakers and opening the windows.
There was a bunch of more monsters coming in. Yeah, it was like zombies or something were coming after you, and you guys were like, let's do this thing. That's it, yeah. Oh my God, I forgot. What a Left 4 Dead like intro.
That's exactly what it was.
Moving the shit out of things and being like, let's do this. I'm sorry, before we start, I got caught up talking. I gotta pee.
Don't pee.
Be right back.
Jeff, we were saying how this wouldn't be a bad setup to play D&D for our weekly games.
Yeah, no, it's working so far. Like, I mean, sometimes the lag gets frustrating, but today it hasn't been an issue really at all. Like we got it like 1.5 times.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing, we had a conversation with a friend, a YouTuber in the UK or somewhere in Europe, and it was a little choppy, but Zoom seems to be handling it pretty well.
Plus, I'm sure there's a lot of people using it right now. I don't know if that typically affects it, but the fact that we're in the worst case scenario and it's working flawlessly, it's not bad.
Yeah, no, I played I played D&D over Discord with just voice, and it's doable, but like they're on the West Coast and they use the West Coast server, and I want to blow my brains out sometimes just because of how often it drops. And I tell them, I'm like, if I disappear, I will keep playing in text because I don't want to slow the game down. But it's very frustrating to work with. Yeah. But this has been great, and it's more personable is what I'm getting at with the whole audio versus video.
Yeah, I think it's visually more aesthetic with the blocks of our faces.
If the recording goes well too, this is exactly what I wanted to do back in the day when we had all of our individual webcams up. Remember, we would screw around with my laptop and deal with the USB ports not working and the camera's not working. And remember, we used to have it all blocked up like this.
I remember that.
I remember.
And when it worked, it was awesome, but it was so unreliable for some reason at a certain point. Yeah.
It stopped working.
Our previous setup, where it used to be like this.
Well, we all used to have the 4 webcams plugged into my computer when we were playing early when we were evil.
Yeah, and that was...
I love that. It just stopped working.
Day 5, everybody has gifts.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at all the stats I've written for you. All right. It's daytime. It is day 5, daytime. I'm going to say the evening of day 6, you guys are going to have to make the cake because that way you can have it for the morning of day 7. So you have 3 time slots until you have to do that, and we'll count that as a work rather than an event. So who all has an interest in working the morning of day 5? Alex, anyone else?
I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll work too.
Everyone's going to work? Okay.
We're all going to work. Teamwork.
It makes the dream work, Evan. It makes the dream work.
All right.
I'm holding my girlfriend's hand. I don't want to...
Use your other hand.
Jeff, mine's vertical, so it doesn't work.
Oh, here, Alex.
But you're at the bottom. I'm at the top. Oh,
hey,
me.
It works for me.
Just go to the corners. Just go to the corners. If you get there.
Everybody touch in the corner.
The other corner.
It still doesn't work for me.
Talia, do the hand of God. Do your right top.
My right top? Okay.
No, wait, other right.
For the master?
There we go.
Us as people.
It's just, you're completely on the other, you're bottom left to me. All right. Anyways, stay by. It's morning time. Everyone's having tea. So we're in the garden. It's a lovely spring morning. The table that was out there is surprisingly bigger, somehow magically big enough for everyone to be able to sit comfortably and have tea with the master. Today, instead of the teddy bear outside, it is the floating eyeball with wings. And
oh, that was my favorite.
Go for it.
Well, I would like to attempt to make sure that I would like to use skill to make sure that all of the plates, the little cups and utensils are perfectly aligned, so everything looks as pristine as possible, making everything optimal.
Skill of 4.
Okay.
I want to use my psychic powers to make it
12.
even better.
What the
what?
Okay. Done. Evan, your character puts them, and they look good. They do look very nice. They look great. And
but you just don't have the precision.
Amanda's character just kind of winks her eye, and then suddenly a real life anime filter goes over it with the flowers coming in on the sides and the sparkles. Everything is a nice pink. Everything just looks beautiful, and you don't know unless you caught her doing it. You would have no idea. You think that you probably did it yourself with how nice they look.
What was in my tea?
Did a great job. What?
What was in my tea?
Sorry, Sparkle.
Not you, Sparkles. Everybody loves you.
Amanda, you gain 4 favor. Evan, you gain 2.
What?
Jeff, Alex?
This is breakfast. We're just eating breakfast.
Tea. You're just having tea in the garden for the morning work.
That's work? I wish I had this job in real life.
We get to work with our friends and some people we hate and just live in a magic house. That'd be awesome.
I'm going to start the landscape because I just can't help myself. There's too many weeds in the garden.
Roll a athletics of 6.
Come on, double that. I guarantee I beat it.
You're gonna roll like a 4, and you're like,
Ooh, now I want to go back to planning for D&D.
I rolled a 14.
You rolled a 14. Mm-hmm. You are weeding like a madman, woman. You pull everything up. Everything looks great. You even go so far as to do that whole scene in Captain America where he's got like the big log and he like rips it open on his chest, throwing the 2 pieces of the log over your shoulder like it's nothing. You gain 2 points of favor.
Ooh.
Jeff, what would you like to do with this morning breakfast tea?
Well,
Evan looks like he's concerned about something.
Did you just make that? Before we started.
Jeff?
I have horrific burn scars all over my body.
Yes, you
so
do.
I want to put on a show of putting on sunscreen lotion just to protect myself.
Can I help?
Roll.
Wait, what am I going to roll, Talia?
I know.
You're a move, holy man.
He should be a pro at this.
An affection of 4?
9.
You very
music.
Gracelessly put this sunscreen on yourself. You're not trying to be sexy or anything about it, but you just hear the master go, one who cares for themselves is one who cares for others. So he's impressed by it. To favor, I guess.
Yeah. Render the salad unto Caesar.
You all sit after doing your various choices of activities and have a nice tea time in the morning with the master. It is now the evening of day 5. What do you do?
I am going to go and get another bunch of presents from me.
Okay. Is anyone else planning on going into town?
No, I just want to get everything together and prepped for tomorrow. I want to put my present all the way together and make it perfect. And I want to prepare the fish for tomorrow's cake.
Okay. Alex and Jeff, are either of you going into town?
No, I will put together our gift.
Alex?
I'll make one more attempt to go into town. But first, I must slip into my tights.
He gets into his tights. We'll do Evan and Alex first. Both of you go into town. You reach it uneventfully.
I want to... We go into town together?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I want to find somewhere where there will be... And I'd like to argue that I would like to use skill for this, and let me tell you why. Because the present that I'm looking for is specifically, it has to meet certain standards of mine. Now, I am someone who understands armor, and I carry a long sword and these things in my nighttime duties.
Okay.
I would like to find a large blue shield, not for myself, but for my master. And I would like it to be definitely battle ready and able to withstand my magical longsword.
I accept that as a reason to use skill. Roll 6 for skill.
Oof. Okay. 11. Whew.
11. You split off from Sparkles. You find a humble little armor shop that just so happens to have exactly what you're looking for.
Humble little armor shop.
You know from your many years of wearing and donning armor that this is well made and that it will certainly protect your master.
Then I would like to purchase it and have it that the back where your hand, like the back of the shield, like where your hand would go to hold it, is engraved. To Lord Budo from
Some form.
Very affectionate though. So to Lord Budo.
I'm your number one maid.
Ever under
regards.
Ever under my protection, Hera.
You do so. You now have this shield in your inventory.
Ooh.
Alex, you are in town. Hera has gone off to do what she does. What is your goal?
I'm gonna go into the Ace Hardware, but I don't want
more poison.
Is there another?
No.
Is there another store?
No.
That's
small
the
town.
Good store. So I'm going to. I'm gonna extra doll myself up. Put foundation on, more makeup. That way, I could really pass for a beautiful, heavy woman, with a goatee and a ponytail, and built like a linebacker. But I'm gonna make another attempt. Try to low profile.
I want you to roll a luck of 6.
I need to get a perfect 6 right here. Because I have 1 luck.
What are you talking about?
I got a 4.
You have 3 luck. Or did you change things from when I did this?
I did the thing that Jeffrey sent me. This is
generator?
Yeah, I generated it.
Okay, so
I
it is
sent
different.
to you in the message.
All right.
So I only have 1 luck.
I'm sorry, I've been looking at outdated
I read it
information.
like 8 times.
Yeah, I do. I like my shield. Huh?
All right, I'll make it a luck of 5.
Okay. Should I re-roll? Because I rolled a 4.
Okay, what did you roll this time?
A 5.
A 5? Okay. You
Darkness.
are able to get into the store without gaining much attention outside of the odd, awkward glare.
I'm going to try to take the rat poisoning and stuff it in my pants like a bulge.
Roll a cunning, we'll say 7.
I got it 7.
7?
Mhm.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You are able to do this at very closely almost being caught by someone walking by the next aisle.
I'm just going to stroll on out of here back to the mansion.
You do so with rat poison in your junk. I would say take... That's a little high. Take 3 points of stress because it is a stressful situation to go in, put rat poison near the most valuable bits, and then walk out and walk home.
It's precious cargo.
It's precious cargo. All right. Amanda and Jeff, you are back home. What are your... Amanda, you said you were cleaning up your gifts and stuff and making it nice and pretty.
Yeah, I'm putting everything together and prepping the fish for tomorrow.
I'm going to say roll me an affection of 6 for the gifts, and then roll me a skill of 6 for the fish as well.
Okay. Affection 11.
Okay.
And the skill is the next one?
Yes, for the fish.
And 12 for skill.
All right. You're good. You are like peak Maid. You do this
Maid.
without even thinking about it. Your gifts are beautiful. Your fish, it's like food wars fish. It's beautiful. It's the sparkles and it's great. You succeed at this. Jeff?
Cool.
Did I work today already?
Yes. Everyone doing tea time in the morning was work.
All of this.
I'm going to go to my room and once more meditate, focusing on the image of the person I most hate.
All right.
Balancing my butterfly knife in my hand in front of me.
I want you to roll a cunning of 6.
7.
7. You sit and you think and you think and you think and you keep elaborating on your plan about this person that you most hate. and then you're good. You got like a little skill bar with Sims. You go ding. You've got more
ability
in this particular thing. All of you return home.
Did he? So just so I understand how the mechanics of that works.
Yes.
If you want to raise an ability score, did Kyrie have to sell one of her favors?
So the way I'm doing it is this is not an attribute. An attribute, you would have to sell favor in order to raise an attribute. So your affection, your wisdom, your whatever, right?
Okay.
This I'm counting as, let's say, I don't know what his plan is at all. Let's say he wanted to poison someone. I would make him roll cunning to do that, and then I will add these modifiers that he's adding up to whatever his roll is to make it more successful.
So is it only for particular situations that these bonuses would apply that you can train up for specific circumstances?
To be really honest, it's not written in the book. This is just how I'm handling it because.
No, I like it. I love the idea of training and getting better skills. That's something I've always loved the idea of an RPG.
Right.
I was just wondering what did he just raise? Like
I'm also kind of just going. Oh, sorry to cut you off, Talia. Just
go for it.
Kind of being psychotic about it. I'm not trying to buff anything. It's just
I know, but
if I
but I like systems and stuff.
No, yeah.
I can't help but be like, what skill did you just get and why?
That might be something like we steal, for use in some other system.
Exactly.
I probably will.
Well, yeah. And that's the thing is it's not in Maid RPG. It's just I'm sitting here thinking, okay, well, if you were to make this kind of roll, I would add this. If you were to try again, I would do this. It's me flying up the seat of my pants and having game dev knowledge and thinking this is probably balanced.
So because he's sitting there studying his knife, if he tries to do something with that knife, he gets a bonus.
Yes. And
that's exactly where my brain was. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
For full disclosure, we did not discuss this at all. Jeff just was like, oh, I'm going to start doing this. I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay. We're
for it. Yeah, absolutely.
It's not something that
I agree.
Was discussed.
I like it.
Is a roll bonus an extra die?
That's something I want.
No, the roll bonus that I'm talking about here would be, let's say you roll a 3 and he's accumulated 4, the final score would be 7. It wouldn't be another dice to roll because I don't think that that's a fair trade-off mechanically.
Because it says raise attribute and roll bonus. Is there a difference or?
Yeah, give me just a second. I will go into the actual rule book and I'll read that to you.
I know this is a one-off, so I'm not going to be rule lawyer, but it's just good to know if we ever do.
Yeah. Well, there's a difference between rule lawyering and wanting to know what your options are too. Here it is. So, according to the rules, favor use table raising attributes. To raise an attribute, which would be affection, will, skill, whatever, to raise an attribute by 1, spend a number of favor points equal to the new attribute level desired times 10. So let's say you have 0 will. You want 1 will. You would have to spend 10 favor to get that will. If you wanted 8 will, you would have to spend 80 favor points to get there.
Oh, shit.
Roll bonus, spend 1d6 of favor to add +1 to either the die roll or your attribute score for one action. So you would roll a d6. It would be let's say 6 out of your 10 favor. You could add +1 to whatever roll you're applying it to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I won't use that because I was a little confused, but I get the first part. You need 10 favors just to buff an attribute by 1, basically.
Yes, to permanently raise a stat by 1. Mm-hmm. But let's say you're already at 1 and you want to raise it to 3. It's the number itself times 10. So you would have to spend 30 favor instead of 20 favor to get there.
No.
Okay.
And then the roll bonus is just you spend some favor. It's a smaller amount for one specific roll rather than an overall stat boost.
Yeah, that's what I was a little confused with, but
yeah.
We'll cross that bridge if we get there.
All right. It is the morning of the 6th day. The master's birthday is tomorrow morning.
Maids, we have to bake that cake.
I thought you were going to say we have to be thick. That's where my brain was just... We have to be dummy thick. How would you all like to spend your morning?
We're making the cake in the evening, correct?
And I'm counting that as a work. So if you want that,
work.
If you want that to be your work, you can. If you want to work again, you can. That's up to y'all.
I would like to work in the morning and then work to get the cake.
Okay. Anyone else want to double up on work?
Yeah.
Yes.
No!
Everyone except for Alex would like to work. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Was there one that I haven't done yet for you guys? Yeah, let's do this one. All of you wake up fairly early, and you realize that you all have the deed of waking the master up in the morning in the most pleasant way possible, which is difficult considering he lives in a basement. I want you all
step dance
to come up with the best way that you can think of to wake the master, and the one with the best idea will get 1d6 a favor.
I know that the best way to wake someone up, obviously, so that they are prepped and ready to go for the day, and they are as awake as possible and ready for action in case anything is to happen, is a bugle horn. So I am going to just start blasting this thing and make a little. Wait, what's the horn that they go that military wake up?
Trumpet?
Is it a trumpet?
It's a pocket trumpet.
The roll call thing?
Yeah. And that's what I want to use. Yeah, that.
Gotcha.
That's not the best way to wake someone up.
It is. Because you are awake and alert, and you are ready for your day.
Amanda?
I'm going to give him a 5-hour energy drink.
Okay. Jeff?
That's unhealthy for you. That's terrible for your body.
Is it?
I'm gonna...
It's full of like.
Are you trying to kill Lord Budo?
I'm gonna step dance again.
No, what are you? You're gonna hurt yourself.
Amanda, I want you to pick a number 1 to 3.
What am I picking a number through?
1 through 3. Pick a number.
3.
Okay. Evan successfully wakes the master.
Wait. Alex didn't get one.
He's not working, is he?
Oh, okay.
I didn't think it work.
Okay.
Evan,
Work.
out of all of these ways to wake someone up, has successfully awoken the master.
Awoken.
You're right.
In the most concise way that doesn't annoy him. Evan, you gain 1 favor. I'm sorry, I rolled like the lowest number. Neither of the other 2 of you incur any stress. Alex, what are you doing with your morning? While these people are dancing and singing and playing bugles.
Well, these people are singing, dancing, and playing bugles. I'm going to sneak into Hera's room.
All right, roll a cunning.
This dirty bitch.
9.
I got a 10.
You got a 10. You successfully sneak into Hera's room. What do you do once there?
I want to look for the gift that he got. A nice shield with the engravings on the back of it.
Roll a cunning of 9 again.
Could I
No.
challenge this with a cunning roll of my own?
You're
Not right now.
Fucking trumpet.
So bad.
The asshole in the kitchen
What do I have to roll?
doing jazz flute.
Your shit.
You have to roll a 9.
This dirty bitch stealing my gifts. It has my name
I got
on
a
it.
10 again.
Hold on a second here. Hold on a second here. I guess you would have seen it because you did both walk back to the mansion together. There's no way you wouldn't know that she had it. So you're good. What did you roll?
I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10?
The visual of Evan playing the fucking trumpet and looking at the kitchen basement floor as Steven Seagal is creeping through the upstairs.
You successfully find the shield.
I'm going to bring it back to my room.
You fuckhead.
Hide it really well.
Really well.
Roll a skill check of 9 to see what really well entails.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Really well.
I got a 9. Damn, I got a 3 skill too.
Okay, you are able to hide it under your bed pretty well. Pretty well.
Not really well, but pretty well.
And then
Pretty well.
before I leave my room, I'm gonna lock it extra tight. and put a door.
Okay, now that's a little fucking excessive.
I'm going to chemically seal my door.
With my key that I swallowed after.
All right, good night, everybody.
Do you swallow the key?
He's just looking at his door.
Do you swallow the key?
Because he can't get back.
Can I just store it in my mouth like I do with the people?
Take 2 points of stress.
Bedroom, you fucking idiot.
I'm at 14
You're gonna
stress
sleep
right now.
in the hallway.
What's your spirit at?
20.
20?
Yeah.
It's the evening. The evening has rolled around. It is time to make the cake. You will be rolling a skill check for this cake.
I have a skill of 3, but I want to put flair on the cake.
Listen.
I don't want to make the cake.
Listen.
I'm going to decorate the cake.
I have been keeping track of your bonuses and minuses to this cake as well. So, whoever you decide to roll it, these things will be added to it.
So wait, is this like the final night in the game?
Yeah.
This is the final preparation night for the cake. There is going to be a day and night tomorrow where you present him with the cake and the presents, but this is the thing.
I want to make blue icing for the cake, and I want to mix in the rat poisoning with the icing.
I'm going to need you to roll a cunning of 11 so that the others do not see you do that.
We
that's
should not do a sweet cake.
I got a 5.
All of you hear a clunk, and you see that Sparkles has dropped very obviously a large thing of rat poison while making the...
They don't know it's rat poisoning?
It's in a bottle that says rat poison kills rats.
I, from seemingly nowhere, bring out a long sword and hold it aloft to Sparkles. How could you?
Oh.
You know that the master doesn't like the taste of rat poison.
Alex, take 8 points
good for
of
him.
favor away.
Ooh.
8, so 6 minus 8.
You have 6 points of favor?
Yeah, minus 8. So what does that mean?
It means
if I go negative.
Hera calls you out immediately, seeing that you are trying to endanger the master.
You son of a bitch. This is what you fucking deserve. That's
the master, with his eyes and ears all around this castle, these floating eyes that have been watching you, see this happen. All of you watch as Alex's character disappears.
Ooh.
Instantaneously. Just gone from the house. Alex, you've been fired.
Too late, Jeff.
Too late. Too
late, Jeff.
You cannot enter the house. You are not able to continue the game. You went into negative favor because you tried to kill the master.
Alex died by being the worst piece of shit in the world, like actual Steven Seagal.
Damn, I didn't even get my assassination attempt.
That was it, buddy. You didn't do it.
I have weapon from nowhere and a katana that went on his birthday. I wanted to stab him in the face.
Why were you trying to kill the master?
Because it's my character. He has some type of bad history with the master, and I'm a part of a secret assassin organization.
What? Those were part of your backstories?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
And to be fair, he went and picked all of the things. So instead of rolling randomly, Alex went and made his own character.
To be fair, it was literally Steven fucking Seagal in a makeup outfit. And
well, I'm upset. And clearly, Sparkles was a bad apple. But I'm sure that they still didn't do the whole bathroom thing because let's be honest, Sparkles was great until this very night. Like, can we all agree with that?
Sparkles was amazing. This must have been she must be sick.
I want to levitate the blue icing and put it in the trash.
Yeah, unfortunately, that cake is ruined.
We shouldn't be doing a sweet cake anyway.
What do you mean?
It should be.
Everybody loves a sweet cake.
I want to slap the fish down. No,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't smell because I've taken wonderful care of it.
It smells.
It doesn't smell.
It does smell. I would like to roll for smell.
I lost the ability to smell.
I would like
4
to
years
use my
ago.
skill for that fish to be smelled.
I've rolled too well for that fish to smell.
You focus on it and it starts stinking.
It is going to be.
Talia, does that fish smell?
You're going to have to beat a 12 for it to smell.
For me?
Yes. Because you rolled that high before.
I rolled a. What did I roll? 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 What did I roll?
What do you have to roll?
It's a
that fish smells.
That fish smells.
That fish stanky.
What do you-
That fish stanky.
Stop.
Skill.
Is it a skill that he's doing? Is he
It's so
making
fishy.
I'm making it so that whatever nonsense you were doing.
He's just standing there straining.
I want you both to take 6 points of stress.
What did you say?
Both of you take 6 points of stress.
Oh God. Why?
This is a hard thing as a DM because she has been taking immaculate care of this fish. For all intents and purposes, the fish is near perfect.
Bad right now.
So,
It's a fish. It's gonna stink. Who cares?
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's what we're checking for. We're either checking for Evan's nose is so good that despite how well this fish is taken care of, he can smell it. Not anyone else. He can smell it, which proves what? It smells like fish to a really sensitive note.
Karen.
Or he's trying to sabotage this fish to the point that it does smell.
No, not sabotage because...
Okay, so what are you trying to get out of the... You know what? Okay.
I know that it smells and I want Karen to fucking admit it.
Listen, I took the stress. You're very stressful.
Both of you took the stress.
I took the stress as well, Karen.
We should do a savory cake made out of fish because that is the master's one of his favorite foods. You know, you're over here talking about it smelling. You should know why we should do a savory cake.
That's not a bad idea.
Okay.
I like that idea, Karen.
All right.
But I would like to decorate the cake.
You can decorate
because
it.
I am a Doujin artist.
Who would like
to decorate it with a story of me
about how my life got
working for the master? Actually, no. I'm going to decorate it with all of us working for the master.
Selfish.
Because he cares about all of us like a family because he told me.
Are you going to put
so.
sparkles on it?
No, I'm going to put sparkles upside down in a toilet.
That's fair.
All right. Who wants to roll for this cake?
Do you say that she has bonuses for it?
I have a bonus.
I've been keeping track of everyone's cakeage. Evan, I don't know how you ended up with -1 on the cake before, but you did. But you just gained that back. As of right now, you have a +2 to the cake. So whatever you roll, +2. And no, everyone, the cake collectively has a +2.
I think we all know that I am very skilled.
I have a +1.
And I could make this. Well, I have a
How do you have a +1?
+1 if using the fish.
Oh, I already have that here. You're good.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I have 2 skills, so I think Hera can do the fish cake. It's one of you two. I can't do it.
You have 3 skill?
Yeah.
You both have 3. I have 2.
I'll tell you what. This was Jesus. God damn you, Karen. Was there whiskey in that, Karen? You mess. This was your project after all. I decorated the cake, but would you like to take the lead on this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, a thank you would be nice, but that's fine. Either way, Karen will roll for the cake, and hopefully she doesn't ruin the whole thing.
Okay.
Stop it. I've undone it so that the pens don't dry out. Karen, god damn you. How are you going to write what? You're going to click it to write. You don't need to write right now.
Go ahead and roll your skill, and then let me know what it is.
13.
13.
And then do you add the bonuses?
I've got that. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Making cake.
Making my way down cake. Walking cake. I wonder where Sparkles is right now.
In hell. Ah!
It's burning.
Screaming.
Why was I so fucking weird? My fucking present is trapped in a room that with a key that they fucking swallowed.
Your key's in hell.
That was such a good gift too, you son of a bitch.
That was your parting gift. Locking his gift away and then getting banished to
So
hell.
now you can't get it at all. Whatever his plan was, now it's
What an
lost.
absolute fuckhead.
Look at him.
All right. You all succeed in making this cake.
We did it, guys.
It looks like a nice cake. You all should be very proud. It looks nice. It smells like fish, but it's a fish cake. What do you expect? You all go upstairs to go to bed, and you notice that the room where Sparkles was staying has literally disappeared. There's no door. There's nothing. It's just a wall. You go to sleep.
Your gift.
I didn't even think of that. You go to sleep.
Is my gift in my room? Do I notice it? You know what? I'm gonna roll for it just to make it fair. Evens or odds?
Fair.
Not a hard question.
Wait, me?
Yes, you. Evens or odds?
Odds.
Fuck. Yeah.
Still not a hard
Even.
question.
Even.
How much did you ever lose on
You
coin toss?
go into your room and you find that your shield is missing. Completely gone.
That's what was gonna make me win.
Oh.
This is how I win. King and shield.
This is me. This is how I win.
You do still have your sticky hands, the wooden or the plastic sword, and the beard and wig combo.
I missed something. What?
You went to, what was it? Event Village.
I remember that now. Okay.
Okay. It is the next morning.
Shut your mouth, Amanda.
You all awaken
Aaron.
and make yourselves as beautiful as you possibly can. If that's what you want. If you want to look like a slop, you can. I'm not going to stop you, but you know.
I am gorgeous.
You go downstairs.
No makeup, though. I don't wear makeup.
And you go into the kitchen to begin preparing. And you see that the basement door is open. Wide open. It is kind of chilly throughout the whole house. And you go look into the garden. And I'm going to send this image to group chat. I see, Jeff, that you messaged me. I'm sorry that I'm just not seeing it.
No, it's okay. That was a while ago. We're past it.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. You go. And outside, you see a very small figure just sitting, looking into the sky. And as you approach, you see a small rock hopper penguin wearing some blue boots. Blue little rain boots.
This?
Yes, that. Do any of you approach?
I do. Fearlessly.
You approach the penguin. And the penguin with his little feet out in front of him like this just kind of looks up at you.
Hello, you.
And in a deep voice says, "It is finally good to see you, Hera." And he pops up on his little feet and starts clapping into the house.
I would have never killed him if I knew he was a penguin.
You have met Lord Budo, known by his English name as Grape. There is a penguin in Japan that is not a rock hopper penguin who fell in love with an anime girl cutout. And that is who Lord Budo is based off of.
What?
He has made this little mansion of anime girls that he could be around and enjoy his life. The other two of you see this penguin in little boots come plopping into the kitchen. He gives each of you a tiny little penguin hug where he does the little flapper things and then goes into the dining room and takes a seat on a chair much too big for him.
How adorable.
I bring in the fish cake.
Let's get the presents.
Amanda.
Yeah.
Your character brings in the fish cake, sets it on the table. Do any of you say anything? Do you want to sing? Do you want to...
Happy birthday, Lord Budo.
Let's sing happy birthday.
Thank you, Hera.
All right. Well, why do you...
All of you roll a skill check of, I'll say 6. I'll make it low.
7.
All of us?
All of you, yeah.
Skill.
7.
16.
Jesus.
Yeah.
She's like a lounge singer.
Next time you want to say, fuck you, Google. Give me all the good numbers.
It has been giving you really good numbers.
All of you gain 2 favor, and you all sing happy birthday. For some reason, Karen's voice is fucking killer. She must have been some kind of opera singer or something in the past, but her voice is just beautiful.
Very faintly in the distance, we can hear Sparkles singing along somehow.
In hell, burning.
The little penguin closes his eyes and enjoys the song. And once you're done, says, that was wonderful. Now please, as my family, sit and eat. You all sit down to the table with your rolls of the cake and with the additions that you have. It's an okay cake. None of you gain any favor, but it's good. It could be so much worse. You could be losing favor actively if it was a bad cake. So, considering that you're in a middle zone, you're good.
Can I roll cunning to make it that Kyrie is allergic to fish and dies?
Are you faking it, or are you saying you want her to be allergic to fish?
Yeah, I just want her to be allergic to fish. Not Hera, me. I want Kyrie to be allergic to fish and die.
No, that's a DM move. You can't do that.
Okay.
I'm not going to say that you can kill Jeff's character.
I wanted to ask.
No. You would have to poison him.
Just so sickly, I just thought,
No.
There's a chance.
I'm not going to poison him.
Do any of you want to say anything as you all eat this wonderful cake before you do presents?
Before we do presents?
Before you do presents.
I have to say, Karen, I had my doubts about whether or not you'd be able to make this cake, but it's really good. So well done.
Thank you.
You did a good job.
I've been here for like 5 years.
I know.
Let's all take a moment to appreciate the many variables in our lives that have allowed us to all be here together today,
Yes.
celebrating our master's birthday.
I am very grateful to all of you for being taking such good care of me for so long. I know I have not been around, but you still showed me kindness that no other human beings have, and for that I'm grateful.
Master, are there other dark and terrible forces out to get you? Because one of us tried to assassinate you. Is that a normal thing? I haven't noticed that in the past couple of years. Are there other assassins that are after your head?
The camera looks to Lord Budo and focuses on his big red eye and starts to shake and become more glowing. And then it pops back into him just being a cute little penguin. I do not know what you're talking about. I have no concept of this.
Okay. It's good cake.
Good cake, everybody.
Do you guys want to move on to the presents?
Yes.
Okay. I want you guys to look at your stats, and I want you to decide how you are rolling to present them to him. Athletics would be like a dance. Affection would be with like a long soliloquy. Skill would be like, I'm not really sure why you would do skill. Cunning would be trying to undercut everyone else.
Prepared, probably. Like
exactly. Just look at what you'd like to do. Try to convince me why you would do that. I'll have you roll for them, and then I'll tell you, depending on what you have going on here. I know some of you have negatives and some of you have positives as far as the actual gift.
Can I tell a story with affection?
Let me hear your story, and I'll see if it's an affectionate story or not.
I want to have the robe and all the other gifts in a big bag. I want to say, Lord Budo, when I was young, but not that long ago, I had everything going for me in life. I had a wonderful family. I had many job prospects. I was good in school. But one day, the gas line under our house exploded.
Jesus.
And that's what gave me these awful scars you see before you. And you might think, that's awful. What a horrible roll of the dice to lose your entire family and your dog and your beauty in one fell swoop. And you might think, yeah, that's an awful act of God. But then you realize God has nothing to do with it. It's the clumsiness of other arrogant people out there in the world doing their own goddamn thing and thinking themselves as the hero, intervening in other things that have nothing to do with them, thinking that it's their duty to get involved, recklessly smashing bystanders and people and causing traffic collisions and pulling lines in a fight that is in over their head. And you might think, what a terrible act of God. And it's no, how terrible us humans can be. Anyway, when I was in the hospital, I enjoyed these very fluffy, enjoyable cotton robes. And that's why when I saw this in the store, I thought, you too should know this comfort, this all too human comfort in this world filled with human evil. I want to hand him the bag.
Roll affection.
Dark affection.
9.
9. All right, and then you have +1 to gift, so that'll be a 10 for you. All right, Evan, Amanda.
You want to bring up the mood?
I want to do the same thing.
Affection.
I want to tell
same
a
exact story. It's the same exact story.
All right, go for it.
Okay. Lord Budo.
Yes.
I've been here for many years, and I just hope every year I've been able to show just how thankful and grateful I am for you to take me in after my terrible, terrible misdeeds of my past, of, like, you're hiding me out here. I'm wanted by the police. We did really bad things. We blew up a lot of houses. We hurt a lot of people. You were there for me when my partner betrayed me, and you've restored faith in people again for me. So I just really hope that that I'm just very thankful, and thank you for letting me atone for my sins. And I want to hand him the very nicely wrapped present.
What did you roll for affection?
Oh.
A 10.
A 10.
Ooh. This is getting really deep.
Evan.
So I come in from down from upstairs because I had been frantically looking for the shield and I missed both of these stories. And upstairs because I can't think of a way out of character or in character that I would not kill her. So I come downstairs defeated, holding my stupid little basket of shitty presents plus the one that Kyrie bought for me for the master. Did you ever give me that, or did you just?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have my shitty little box of presents, and I want to go to the master.
and denture cleaner.
Yes, and they're well wrapped, but I go, Lord Budo.
Yes.
And I'm going to be rolling will for this. My willpower.
Okay.
Lord Budo. I'm not good at giving presents. I do not really understand things that people like, but I did my best, and I got you what I thought you would like. God damn, Amanda's showing me a picture of the fucking penguin.
That's what you're talking to right now.
I gotta hold it and look at it. His little flipper's out. And I just wanted you to know how much I cared about you. So I got you this. I also got you a very large blue shield that was battle ready and would have resisted a lot of damage. Unfortunately, it was stolen late in the night. I think we all know who did it. So I present you with these gifts. And though they are not that great and they are not the gift that I truly wanted to give you, I am giving them to you anyway. And I'm hoping that you appreciate them.
All right. Roll your will and let me know.
A 12. Better than everybody else.
But you did have some minuses.
God, I fucking hate you, Alex. Yes, it would have pushed me over.
That shield certainly would have sealed the deal. A custom embroidered shield? That's
sounds expensive.
I hope it's protecting you in the bowels of hell right now, you son of a bitch.
Lord Budo seems that if he could cry, he would be. He seems moved to penguin tears, which kind of just means he's like flips his head back and does this little shaky thing. His little floppy yellow eyebrows. You know what I'm talking about? When penguins are like, "Raw," and like shake themselves out. Yeah, because I don't know if they do, so I'm saying they don't. And he seems very moved, and he says, "I am truly so blessed to have all of these misfits like myself underneath this roof. It is only when we come together as a true group of people on the outs that we become a family on the ends. Thank you very much for this birthday. I will be up here for the remainder of the day, available to talk if you wish, but truly, I'm grateful for my family." And he, after eating and after sniffling around all the gifts and being happy, is just, enjoying his time. You hug him?
Yes.
Okay. He waddles off somewhere farther into the house. I will give y'all the evening of this day to finish up anything that you'd like to finish up, if that includes talking to the master, talking to each other, or doing anything.
I want to search the premises of the building for any other assassins and dark deeds.
Dark deeds.
Okay, Amanda, what are you doing?
I don't know. I guess cleaning up.
Cleaning up?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeff, do you do anything?
I want to wait until it's later in the evening. I want to get into my own comfy clothes.
Okay, not your maid outfit.
No.
Okay. Also, I want y'all to know it's ridiculous. In the base game, if you take off any parts of your maid outfit, like they have it literally broken down, you get skill debuffs. I'm not doing that to you. That's stupid.
Holy shit.
Like, literally, it's like headband, dress. Take off those, it's like -2, -1, -1. So, like, everything. It's ridiculous. And if it gets dirty, you have to, like, do stuff. Okay. Evan, go ahead and do me a favor and roll cunning to see if there's anyone shady.
10.
10? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, give me just a moment. Amanda, go ahead and roll skill for your cleaning of the stuff.
Somebody wants.
Oh, wow, 6.
You're a little tired, but you get the job done. It's not the cleanest you've ever had, as far as like actual cleaning goes, but it's not the worst, You do a decent job. Evan, you don't see anything, but something just feels a little bit off. And you can't put your finger on it. Is it because
It's the
you're
fish smell.
are you experiencing an emotion that you haven't had in a long time? Is it because you feel safe here and you're not sure if you feel safe?
I'm like Dennis Reynoldsing right now.
Is it truly something?
Am I feeling?
Is it truly something to be scared of? Is it your fear that sparkles will somehow come back? You're not sure, but something just... you shouldn't worry about it.
A Fear of Sparkles is the name of his memoir.
Perhaps I am safe here.
Do you return back inside?
Yes.
You go inside. I'm assuming everyone begins to wind down for the night and be comfortable.
Yeah.
Do you all go to sleep?
Sure.
I'm good.
I'm tired.
All right. Jeff, did you want to... You said you had something...
What's the charge for causing a random event?
The charge for a random event is... Sorry, I had it pulled up. Hang on.
Why, Jeff?
Because I want to see everything this game has to offer.
Let's see.
Events?
Yes, you can spend favor to cause them. It is 5 favor for you to do that.
Damn.
Can I cause 2 random events to happen?
2 random events. Okay.
Can I also cause 2 random events?
I have 36 favor. Can I cause that many?
No, stop this.
It's going to be a long game.
No,
they all happen at once. It's the worst apocalypse ever.
Let me get to the actual random event tables and then we can do this, okay? Do you want to... Since you're wanting to see how much this game has to offer, do you want a random event from literally anything, or do you want a random event for this specific instance?
Or do you want a specific event? Oh, it has to be random though, right?
Oh, no.
Yes.
I still want to do something with these characters and everything, but I'm going to use in-game whatever that means to use favor to cause a random event. I want that to happen.
So in-game, you don't do anything. You're spending favor out of game for something to happen.
Yes.
So out of game, do you want to use a random event that is tailored for this scenario, tailored for the birthday thing? Or do you want a random event from early modern events, fantasy, contemporary, horror, space?
Do it from anything.
Cyber, from anything? Okay, let's see here. Weather. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Where did it go? We will do... All right. Let's see. What do I need? 2d6s.
And right now, I'm sitting on my bed, cross-legged,
Cross-legged.
meditating.
You are meditating. Everyone else is asleep. Lord Budo has gone down to his basement, his nice, cold, chilly basement. And while you're sleeping, you feel something begin to crawl onto your ankle. And you look down, and there's something that you have never seen before. It's hard for your eyes to comprehend what you're looking at. It's like this strange spider-esque thing, and it stops and looks at you and flings itself at your face. I want you to roll an athletics to try to get away from it.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it face hugger?
Oh no, it backfired. 4.
4. You struggle with this thing for quite a while before it shoves itself into your mouth and burrows into your brain.
Can I use my maid power before that happens?
Let me see what your maid power is because I don't remember. Oh, I closed everything. Oh.
Because we were at the end of the game, Jeff. And you wanted spider eggs inside you.
Come on, please load.
Here.
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm not going to know what the hell that was, but I'm going to still do what I wanted to do. I want to teleport into Evan's bedroom.
You see
characters like the same character.
This strange, I think 3 out of 4 of you had teleport as your secret power.
Your fucking house.
You teleport away from this parasitic alien at the last second and appear in Evan's bedroom. Evan, roll a cunning for, let's say, 4. Because it's pretty. 14. You're instantly awake. You know someone's in your room.
I want to blow my catnip into his face.
You do so.
It's catnip?
Yes.
It goes into my face, and what the hell are you doing?
Damn it.
You think I was a cat person?
I want to lunge at his throat with my butterfly knife.
You're going to lunge at him?
Yes.
All right. Evan, I want you to roll...
Can I roll skill for this because I'm a master swordsman, or is this athletics?
I'm going to say athletics to dodge and skill to hit. So, Jeff, roll skill. Evan, roll athletics.
11.
7.
Plus 3, Jeff, because he's been training. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you tie. You go by each other. You're scuffling on the ground for quite a while.
And then 3 to hit him? Or no, that was Jeff to hit me. Gotcha.
He gets a plus 3 to all of his stuff because he's been sitting here thinking about this. You're scuffling on the floor. You're really trying to hurt each other. And you hear this scrabbling noise. And as you turn to look, this parasitic alien is struggling to get underneath the door and into the room.
What is that?
One of your evil machinations.
I'm not evil, idiot. I'm a literal angel. And I want to push off of him. My wings unfurl as I flap off. And then I want to lunge my sword through the door into the spider, pinning it to the ground.
Roll a skill for that.
Okay. 12.
12, you do so.
And as I sit there flying, I land with my wings kind of curling back into my back and my nightie. I think I'm wearing a nightie. Actually, no, I'm wearing armor now because I fucking let my wings out. So I'm like, now you tell me what this is all about. Why do you think I'm evil? What have I done to upset you?
I've told you my story this morning.
I wasn't there. I was looking for my shield. Somebody took it. It was definitely not Sparkles, but somebody took it.
In one of your crusades for good, your actions killed my family and left me scarred.
How did I kill your family? I never would have done such a thing.
Not purposefully. I'm going for the boys angle here, the whole superheroes dicking around.
You were chasing probably me down because I blew up the house.
Right, you're not there. Now listen here, right now. I do my very best.
Why didn't the catnip work on you?
I'm not a cat person.
Why do you say now?
Because it's a cute little inflection I thought that people would
find. Then you deserve to die for that. I want to lunge at him again.
All right, roll again, the both of you. Evan, athletics. Jeff, skill.
8 plus 3.
Oh, 4.
Jeff, you are able to slice Evan up quite a bit. Hang on, 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, 11.
I do have a power. I have a special power that comes into play with this.
That is absolutely true.
I am. Yeah.
You slice away. Evan takes no stress from this. He doesn't seem fazed at all.
And I go for my sword, ripping it out of the ground. And I go, I don't want to do this.
We can never not play Murder Hobo. This is what happens.
No, you know what? No, I'm playing a good goddamn character. I take my sword out, and using my skill, I disarm Kyrie, flicking their battle song into the wall nearby. So it actually into the fucking ceiling, so they'd have to jump to grab it. So it and jams in there, and I hold the blade to them.
Roll skill, Kyrie. Roll athletics.
For what?
If you want to try to keep your
17.
Knife.
No, I'm not going to try to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to say, very well, Angel. I'll be back. I'm going to go to hell and get my partner back. We're going to come back and kill you. I'm going to jump out the window.
You jump out the window.
I fly to catch them.
Roll skill.
Jesus.
I want to die.
8. Shit.
10.
No. You're not fast enough. Kyrie has jumped to her death.
I go turn backwards, give you the finger as I hit the ground.
As you dead islanding your way down.
Yes.
Evan, as you land to see this body in the garden, you turn to look back at the house, and Lord Budo, in his little blue rain boots, is just standing there.
Lord Budo.
Watching.
His birthday.
I did all I could.
You pushed him.
The scene cuts. The credits roll.
My God.
And that is Maid RPG.
And then you see the lakes of hell as Sparkle is carving wood, and a burned girl comes floating up on the island. Goes, Sparkles, I'm back.
Let's kill them all.
That's it. Let's go back and kill them all. But first, we have to get out of hell.
By the way,
fucking ridiculous.
I'm not really a woman.
We know.
We know Steven Seagal. It's okay.
Disguise didn't work.
So there you go. This game is not meant to be murder hobo. You're actually not really supposed to have combat with each other. There's no health. All that happens is you have a stress explosion.
Well, you handled it well, though, I think. Like, we were just going at each other.
I tried.
We introduced aliens into it.
That's good, yeah.
Was that alien?
No, the actual event was... Let's see here. Oh, where did it go? Not fantasy. Maybe early modern. The event was a silent invasion. Parasitic aliens lie in wait, find the host, and defeat them.
So, Amanda's backstory. Amanda, do you want to tell them what all the shit you wrote is?
Yeah.
Because Jeff was going for the wrong person.
Well,
no, I wasn't. I decided you were my mortal enemy. I don't know if I was right or wrong, but you were my mortal enemy.
But I was your mortal enemy.
Jeff came to me before the games. I called Jeff over before the game started because he has in his backstory that he's at the castle because there's someone who's his mortal enemy. So I said, all right, choose someone. And I didn't tell him about any of y'all's characters. I was like, just pick someone that's your mortal enemy.
Awesome.
So,
and because I'm playing a fucking angel that fights crime, that was perfect. That was perfect. She wrote a whole fucking thing.
Because I have a dark past, I'm wanted, and a tragic love, and I was betrayed. At first, it was, we were wanted by the police for biological warfare, but I quickly changed that once I heard your backstory, because then I was like, oh, I can shoehorn this in.
That's perfect.
So it was like Bonnie and Clyde. My partner betrayed me so that he could go free, which then made me super duperly wanted. So he took a plea deal or whatever. Because he's a pussy. Well, I wrote, it's just little scratches. And I turned to drinking because my stress explosion was alcohol.
Yeah, I was really surprised. I should have been better about giving you guys stress. But if we wanted to keep it at like a decent time, I knew that if we did stress explosions, that would just send it off the rails as well. So usually people will give you more stress than I did. But
we go off the rails fast enough.
We do.
Yeah, I was gonna say I really don't need to like push y'all into that.
Alex didn't even start on the rails. He at no point in time was anywhere near.
He was Steven Seagal hiding in plain sight,
trying to assassinate the master. That was good.
That was a lot of fun. I'm glad we did this.
What a ridiculous fucking game. I love it.
Yeah, it's nuts. It is nuts.
I'd love to find more games like, you know what I mean? More of these like silly one-shot kind of games.
Well, hopefully the recording works as well. We'll see. I'll be able to share this with people, the goofy adventures of the Anime Maids.
Yeah, there you go. I am going to stop recording now.
Likewise. Thank you for watching if this worked.
I'm going to start recording.